And we've done it right. The first time. Yes.
I
Never
don't
mind
know,
the fact that
man.
I had to reload everything because for some reason it wouldn't let me go live or anything like that. We're just going to ignore all that.
We will. We'll be ignoring.
But we'll ignore that and just in case anybody was interested, due to Black History Month, Netflix is going to be correcting the records here. And Shakespeare will now be correctly addressed as a black Jewish woman in the upcoming autobiography of
Hate
whatever it is that
everything.
Netflix is doing.
I'm tired already. No, we need to end the stream. I'm done.
Already?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I instantly got all of the fatigue at one time. It's just it was too much.
Too much. But we're not done yet because also in the new Netflix adaptation of X Men,
Oh,
fan
oh,
favorite pick for Rogue,
dude, that's
Warhead
insulting to
Chan here.
everybody. I feel the thing is, I would feel bad for her if she weren't so insufferable because, like, she can't help that she looks like an egg. Like, it's not her fault. It just, but also she does look like an egg, and she doesn't try to be less egg-like in her appearance. Like, you could do something, my guy, my girl, my dame.
I don't know if there's enough makeup. No, you know what? There is. There's enough makeup artists out there and makeup to make something look good out of
And
it.
hairstylists. Like,
Yeah.
let's not
I mean,
discount.
they exist. I have seen the full body makeups sometimes.
Yes.
Granted, it's going to take them like 8 or 10 hours to actually cover up this mess, but damn, they
Well,
could do something.
her head looks like a giant egg, and it's not her fault because her face just is what it is. But she never helps it by having her hair like always completely back. Like, look at the perfect elliptical shape of my head, and I'm like, lady, come on, man, you can frame this head. We all know, every chick in the audience, all zero of them, will know. We don't cater to girls a lot, but that's okay. If there are some, my dames, we all know the glories of haircuts. Like, it's a thing. If you have a head that's this shape, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be like, hey, everybody, let's just put a sign pointing at my head. It's just no. Okay, I'm sorry.
I,
I'm gonna,
I
I'm gonna let go.
I still can't figure out how. I don't know where the hell she came from or why they casted her at all for anything.
Dude, it's all nepotism at this point. I'm convinced.
Like she apparently knows somebody who was on a casting couch once. I don't know, but there's just no way.
Her parents must have so much dirt on somebody. Like,
Somebody's got skeletons on somebody. It's just like, yeah. Now anyway,
I mean,
jokes
it's not
aside,
nice, but it's also like
how
not untrue.
jokes aside, how's everyone doing tonight?
I had a weird day, but it's okay. It's all right.
Weird day.
Well, okay, so I got yelled at by some friends of mine because I don't like get my hair cut because apparently that's a thing you're supposed to do if you want to have like quote unquote healthy hair. So whatever. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I keep being told I need to do that. Something about split ends. I don't know.
yeah, I know. Like my hair was all split ends, and because I'm half black, like my hair is like always looking to like jump to. It's looking to do like the trope of black men and just leave. So um so I was complaining about it, and they yelled at me, and I was like, fine, I'll go get my hair cut. So my husband goes someplace and gets his hair cut. He's three quarters German, one quarter what is it? Oh shoot, Filipino, right? So he's got lovely wavy hair and stuff. She does my hair, and I had blow dried it before because I was like, let's make it nice for people.
Yeah.
Um, and she did something where she would spray it with a bottle with water, and I was like, and then she was like, huh, it's getting really naughty. Oh my gosh, your hair, it's like it's not, it's damaged. And I'm like, no, this is what happens to black girls' hair when you when you put water in it. Did you not know this? And I was kind of like trying to explain it, but she's also in her 80s and she's been doing this her whole life. Just apparently not with black people because we're not a huge section of the population, and our hair is not like anybody else's. It is its own beast. Like, it's a thing. So yeah. So yeah, that was awkward. I was like, see, this is why I don't go outside because I don't need this. I really don't. I don't need to like have to like try to teach someone who actually does know what she's talking about with most hair just doesn't really understand the profound differences in hair types. And I was like, see, this is why outside is for suckers and video games rule all. And this is
That's
why I'm
right.
mad you're ruining our video games. Speaking of ruined video games, have you played Marathon? Have you looked into Marathon? The
No,
beta is
no, is it out yet? Like, is
the
there a
review.
thing going
Well,
on?
the beta is open. They're doing
Oh,
something.
really?
Yeah.
Marathon beta stream numbers. Let's see what it's doing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. People have had very mixed reviews. But the funny thing is, even when people are like, oh no, it's pretty good, you know, oh, okay, really? And then they just slowly start to talk about things that they didn't like about it. And I'm like, see, I don't know if this is a me thing or a you thing, but that usually isn't what I mean when I say something's good. Like, I don't mean accept all of the problems with it that I hate a lot and are making me sad inside, you know. It's just, you know, maybe it's just a preference thing, you know, whatever.
Mm, I'm not
It's it's called
finding.
they call it Server Slam.
I'm not finding anything on it. I've got
I
a
wasn't either.
marathon closed technical test here,
I
which had
guess I don't know.
six
It's
thousand 711 people peak. Now the what is it? The AI thing here is telling me that the Marathon Server Slam beta has
mhm.
strong initial. Let me bring this over. Has drawn a strong. Let me bring this up so I can actually see everything. Okay.
Good for you.
Has drawn strong initial interest with 143,621 current play. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
During its first 24 hours, peaking on the 26th. Figure does not include console players. Look, if Steam's doing that, then the console's probably doing around the same amount, I'd say.
Huh.
Because it's usually how it goes. Well, the
Um,
number is below 189, seen during the Arc Raiders server slam. It remains a strong indicator. I mean, yeah, that's not half bad. But if this is a beta, we'll have to see if it does the Concord thing. So,
yeah.
like, Marathon is one of those. It's like when it first initial, everyone's like, guys. And then you had the whole controversy with them stealing art assets, making the whole game like it
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And now that they've had time to recook everything,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once you get over the neon greens, it has that purge aspect to it, which I think is what's going to draw in most people, because those characters do have that purge aspect. That what is it? I'm trying to think of, like that aesthetic. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
They have that purge aesthetic, and everyone loves the purge aesthetic. So, that's what a big draw for like DBD's Legion is, because he's got that purge aesthetic, and there's like 4 of them making up one character. So.
Let's see. Busy at the moment, but once I
I
settle
will
my
join
squad,
the
and I will
stream.
find your stream admin.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. But
Alrighty. Anyway.
yeah, so from what I remember, everybody, even people who said like who liked it, said that the menus are really confusing.
Which they have time to fix that too. I mean, that's what you do a beta for, right?
Yes, high
Unlike
guard, take notes.
somebody, high guard out there, this is what the beta is for. So people can go, look, this is confusing, this is confusing, this is confusing. Can you fucking fix it? And they go, well, people were complaining about this. Let's fix it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. PlayStation, Xbox users are also participating in this, so why are we calling it a server slam? I mean, it's a stress test, essentially, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Beta runs to March 12th.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see how it does. I mean, I just hate Bungie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things you kind of want Bungie to, I don't know. Like, half of me wants Bungie to do good, because Bungie made me Halo, right? I love Halo. Now Halo's in the hands of Halo Studios, right? And it
Hmm.
has never been Halo since it left Bungie.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, it,
I hate them because they made me. Uh, no,
it's
I
what they do
primarily
to your
hate them though
Destiny,
because they ruined Destiny. Yeah. I'm never forgiving them for that.
which is fair enough.
It is fair, and even if it wasn't fair, don't care. Uh,
No, it's 100% fair. I saw how they monetized Bungie. They did you guys dirty. And I thought Activision was bad when it came to monetization. Then Bungie was like, hold my beer, guys.
yeah,
Oh, you want colors? Okay, that's fine. Pay for each one.
exactly.
It's just like, what? Guys, really? Oh.
They're just well, it's not only that they totally like just screwed up the story. They I mean the thing is that people were trying to give them so much grace in the first place, and then they just decided, no, you know what? We're just gonna crap all over you guys because we're
And the
awesome.
sad part is, Destiny was one of those things I really, really wanted to play too. And for whatever reason, I never got around to it. But I
Yeah,
mean, when they first launched the trailer for Destiny and stuff, I was just like, that world is going to be amazing. You know, the idea of it and everything, just the concept and stuff, I thought it was going to be amazing.
yeah,
And then I never got around to being able to get into it like I thought I would. So yeah, I guess I dodged a long term bullet.
yeah. Oh, the thing is that I mean, so there were actually channels dedicated to the lore of the game. Like I personally didn't really care too much about the lore, because like most girls, I'm more relational than I am about world building and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I don't care. What are the people like? They're like, yeah, and then this person did thing and that thing, and I'm like, yeah, but what are the people like, and how do they relate to each other? Because that's literally all I care about. I care about the society. Girls care about society. Men care about building the thing that the society will rest upon. So, anyway, but yeah, so I will not forgive them because they did that, and this is, also I really hate the aesthetic. Like I hate it like poison. I've never liked neon.
Really?
I mean, even when I was in the '90s when I was a young warthog, um, I hated all things neon. When they got like super popular, I was like, ew, no, why make it die? And then and so I don't like that. But then also it's got that kind of like very it's a very European poster sort of aesthetic that's going on with that. I can't really it's hard to describe, but it's got this sort of minimalist futurist look to it. I mean, I understand the futurist part of it, but yeah, Destiny was futurist, and its aesthetic is so much more aesthetically pleasing. So I don't like the way it looks at all. Everything looks like a plastic toy, um, and the characters look really, really, really ugly. And so there's that. Although I will say, when they were running out in like I saw some playthrough where the characters were running out in like the wilds or the fields before they get to the part where all of the stuff that you have to loot is, where all the crates were, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, and that stuff looks great, like Destiny did. Not as intricate, not quite as complex. So it's basically like, if this came out before Destiny, I would probably give it more grace, but because it came after, I'm like, I'm sorry, you went backwards. No, 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 you will not be forgiven.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of companies are trying to copy that Fortnite aesthetic,
It's
which
so
works
ugly.
great for Fortnite, not so much for everybody else. It's like, if you want me to look at your thing and go, Fortnite, go
Mhm.
for it. Because that's the first thing I'm going to do is Fortnite. This is Fortnite.
Well, it's
Because
like,
you keep stealing their damn aesthetic,
yeah,
guys.
well, if you consider like Fortnite to be for like 12-year-olds, this is like for their older brothers or something like that. Like this is like, we're Fortnite but edgy, and I'm like, yeah,
Edgy
no,
Fortnite.
yeah. They're like, oh, we're on the edge of stuff. Like, no, you're just lame.
Our edge is
Um,
so sharp, you cut yourself on
yeah,
it. But don't cut yourself on my edge here.
I hate everything so much more now. Just,
Oh, you're so welcome.
I'm gonna die. It's gonna be by my own hand as well. This is Neo's fault. Blah.
So let's talk Pokemon.
Okay,
Okay.
Nintendo Y. This
So,
today on Nintendo Y.
yo, this. Okay. First off, let me preface this. If you hadn't watched last week, you should go watch last week when we talked about Fire Red, Leaf Green, which, by the way, I do have working on my phone now. I forgot to go search for it, so while I was at dinner earlier tonight, I went and found the file after I downloaded it last week, put it into the correct folder, so now I can play it. So I got Fire Red over here, and yeah. Anyway, so aside from all that, I found this after the fact later, sometime this week. It was like, really, Nintendo? See, this here makes me want to buy it because
It
it's
does.
a damn good thing. So what is this? So this is a red or fire red and a leaf green special edition, and it costs I think 125 or 135, something like that in USD, right?
Uh-huh.
And it comes with these little statuette thingies which light up.
Okay, let me just say,
Which,
I don't
yeah,
even like Pokemon. I've watched people play it. It looks boring AF to me. But and the things are cute. I will wear the hat. I will wear the t-shirt. This I would spend money on it because it's that cute. It looks like something I would want, and I don't even like Pokemon. Continue.
yeah. And I absolutely want these. Like, I want these. It's like I said I wasn't gonna buy this, fire red and leaf green and stuff. But I
Uh-huh.
want this collector's edition. It's freaking great. And then you find out that it's Japanese only, so you're just like, fuck. So it's a limited edition, only being sold at the Pokemart in like Kato or Kono or wherever the hell it is in Japan that they have a Pokemart, right? It's a hundred and
There's gonna
thirty
be
dollars
somebody in the chat being
special.
like, "It's Hokkaido, bro." Like, you
Yeah,
ruin our name.
and,
You
and
ruin
and
our name.
and on top of that, so it's got these, right? And it's not just that too either. They have special edition jeweled cases for the games to go into,
Ooh.
plus a 30th year Pokemon case that it all comes in. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this makes it worth buying.
Yeah,
Like all this shit makes it worth buying. Like just look at it.
it's really cool looking.
It is nice. It's great. You've got the little balls. They come in their own little case too,
It's so
right?
cool.
And then, they light up. You can put them on display. There's a whole thing right here. I don't even know what that is, but that is a display of some kind. Sitting there. They've got their own jewel cases. I'm just like, damn, Nintendo, is this really? If you put this in the States or give me the ability to buy this, I would drop that 130 right now.
Yeah,
That
I know.
looks good.
Absolutely.
30th year, a 30th series case for it all to go into. Looks great. Now, here's the downsides it's Japan only. These have absolutely nothing in them,
What?
which pissed me the fuck off. It's a download code.
See, so
You had me. You had me.
I was
And
correct
then,
in my
ah,
initial statement. This week on Nintendo Y, like they were like, no, we demand to snatch defeat from the
it's
jaws
like
of possible
it's like
victory.
you had one thing to do, and it
Yeah.
was to take this stupid little thing here, right?
Uh-huh.
For those of you who don't think I play Pokemon, by the way, on the Switch or never played
No,
it,
I totally believe you.
you
Nobody
take
would make that up.
these and you make one red, you make one fucking green, and you put their respective Pokemon on the front of it so it looks like it's, you know, tailored to it, right? It looks
Mhm.
special, and we all look at it. Then we open the case here and we look at it and we're just like, ah! And we squeal about it, we squeak about it, we post about it on X. See that? And they couldn't do that. They fucking couldn't do it. I'm like, really? Not only is it stuck in Japan, and and everything else is still enough to make me want to buy it, but you couldn't put a damn game in the jewel case.
No, no, they could not.
You couldn't. Couldn't even give me a physical copy.
Nope, they
Mm.
absolutely refused. What are you
But
gonna do about it?
absolutely nothing because there's not a damn thing I can't do
I
about
know.
it. I can't even buy it if I wanted to.
It's like they know. Yeah, it's so irritating. I'm just like,
And it's just like, why? Like Nintendo, you have the recipe. Can you not put it all in the damn baking dish on the correct time? Is that so hard?
Apparently it is. I think it must be.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, like I said, they're determined to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory because they totally had a win right there. Like both of us were going squee over it, and they decided to just make it as stupid as possible. I mean, I don't know. The only way to make it dumber would be if you only sold it in Bangladesh or something. Like it makes no sense. Like why would you limit your market like that? I mean, maybe have a limited amount and have a limited amount in Japan and in America and all of the countries that you would sell this thing
And
in. That would
you
at
know,
least make it make some sort of sense.
and I also get it on one hand, scalpers. Like scalpers have gotten so bad when it comes to Pokemon. It's one of those things that I'm just like, yeah, if I get it, I get it. If I see it, I see it. I'm not gonna go running out because scalpers, especially when it comes to the cards, they are
Mhm.
fucking ridiculous. And that's the problem. Nintendo never makes enough.
Yeah.
Except for maybe apparently the Nintendo Switches or the Switch 2s, because I've been told that those things keep flying off shelves somewhere. But
Mhm.
every single time I go to a Walmart, the thing is fully stocked all the time. And it's like, I am almost positive when the Switch 1 came out, I could never find a Switch 1 for like 3 fucking years.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, and then even when I did go looking for one, I had to bounce between 5 stores waiting for their trucks to come in to get one. And then I got one of two that they received. So, at a what was it, Best Buy, I think it was. It's like I just don't think the Switch 2 sells as much as they want us to believe it has.
I don't think so. No,
Uh,
I absolutely don't think so.
no, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, like this. Like, why the fuck would you show this to me if I can't have it? It's,
Yeah.
it's just like, why, guys? Why? Because I got my
Why?
hopes up. I saw that come across my dashboard earlier this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, they did it. They made me want to pay for this 22-year-old game that I have like infinite numbers amount on any device I want in my house. They're gonna make me do it because this is gonna be great. And then I was like, oh,
And then they went
there's no
lol
game.
psych.
And then, oh, it's Japan only.
Yeah.
uh,
You're it's like saying you're like, oh, take my money, and they're like, nah, we don't want it. Like, okay.
Nintendo's really good at that, apparently. I guess they have enough money that they
Yeah.
just can do that sort of thing. And
It's
it's like
so
most
bizarre.
companies would want all the monies, and is just like, hey, here's this neat thing, but we don't want your money. Sorry. You can't have it. It's like, really, Nintendo? Oh, yeah, that was me going on about it, I guess. Puts a fucking download code in the case because apparently they can't put 30 fucking megs on an actual physical card. Yeah, the game's only like 40 or so megs worth, size wise, the actual game, I think.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I was kind of a little pissed off about it. Anyway, so Pokemon Wind and Waves is going to be the next Pokemon game. And me being the Pokemon nerd, I wanted to look at it for a second.
Oh.
So this is going to be a trailer because for the 30th anniversary and stuff, I guess they finally dropped the trailer. And I have to say, if the game looks as good as the trailer, it might actually not be half bad because one of my biggest complaints about like Scarlet and Violet, most people, is the fact that it looks so lifeless.
Yeah. I remember you showing me it, and I was
And
like, oh.
and like Arceus, Legends Arceus didn't have that. Like they had a third party do Legends Arceus, somebody else who wasn't Game Freak or whoever it was,
Hmm.
right? And it clearly shows because it's like the only one out of the series of games besides Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee over here
Hmm.
that looks like it's like practically like lived in, and there's floral everywhere and there's plants everywhere and it just
Yeah.
looks nice,
Hmm.
right? Meanwhile, the other ones are just sterile. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can tell which one was not made by the same company.
Yeah. You're just like, why? It's just weird to me when companies seem to go backwards, you know?
And this one here, I have an entire different issue with, mind
What's your
you.
issue with that one? Because I'm all for the hate today.
Okay,
I'm in
so
a bad
this
mood.
one is amazing. It is a 9 out of 10.
Uh huh.
It's a remake, right, of the
Okay.
original Red and Blue, essentially.
Hmm.
Or I guess it's a remake of Yellow, right, which is the third game in the series
Okay.
after
Just
Red and
assume
Blue.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so it was Pokemon Red and Blue in 1996. After that, they came out with Pokemon Yellow, which starred Pikachu in it, and Pikachu followed you around.
Hmm.
Okay, so later in life with the Switch, they made Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which is a remake of Yellow, except for one of them's with Eevee here, which is my favorite, versus Pikachu,
Hmm.
and it is really damn good. Like it's a great remake,
Hmm.
except for one problem, one mechanic on this thing. I don't know if it's going to show it or not, if it's going to be able to show it, but
Side
can
up.
you see that? Can you see that mechanic? That
Um,
I know it's a little blurry, but
well,
have you ever
it's
played
blurry and
Pokemon?
tiny.
Yeah, have you ever played Pokemon Let's Go?
I have never played a Pokemon game in my life.
Okay, so Pokemon Let's Go is the mobile game that was all the rage right before they released these games.
Hmm.
And you spin the ball and you catch the Pokemon and stuff. There's no actual real battling for the most part when it comes to catching Pokemon. You spin the ball, you throw it, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's what they put in that game. This game was a 9 out of 10 for a remake, and then they put the Let's Go mechanic in it, turning it into a 2 out of 10, in my opinion. That like Let's Go works great for this. It's
Hmm.
fine. I don't mind it on this. On this, that
Travesty.
mechanic has no place here. Like I went to catch Mewtwo, which is the legendary, the end of the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
It
Isn't that like
I
the one with like
still
the
have
skull
not
and eyes?
caught Mewtwo in this game because I have to use Premier Balls, which I would have used anyway, right? And on top of that,
Mhm.
no, I'm sorry. I did catch him because this is the first time I've actually used my Master Ball and had to use my Master Ball. Is this game right here? Because I was not going to fool around with throwing premier balls at it with its health all the way up using the Let's Go mechanic because that shit is a pain in my ass. I beat that game and I was done with it. I have not touched it since. And I should not be that way. I should want to play this game more. I should want to go and catch all the things. But I
Yeah.
can't be bothered because it has the Let's Go mechanic in it and it turns it into like a freaking 2 out of 10 for me.
You can't turn that mechanic off?
No. No, the whole game is built in. It's built into the game that way.
Yeah.
There's no swapping to classic mode or anything like that. No, the
Yeah.
whole game's just set up that way, and I can't stand it.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
It makes the game way harder than it should be,
Mhm.
and it's frustrating. Things I should easily be able to do, like doing the Mewtwo by putting him to sleep, get him low, throwing the ball at him, and catching him stuff. Like I tried doing it that way. Like I tried doing it the normal way. I could not catch him. And I was
Mhm.
just like, fuck this shit, and just flicked the Master Ball at him eventually. And it was like, that's the first time I think I've legitimately used my Master Ball. Like,
Mhm.
I have had Master Balls in the past, even in Red and Blue,
I
or
don't
in
know what
Red.
that
I
is.
had the Master Ball. I
What?
cloned the Master Ball.
My dude, I don't
Right?
know what that is.
It's a Pokeball that will always catch no matter what. You
Ah,
get
so
one per game,
mhm.
usually. And then because of the missing no glitch, I cloned it along with rare candies and stuff, but I never actually used them.
Mm.
And the thing is, I've never legitimately had to have used a Master Ball before, ever since then, because, after the first game, I got really much better at how catching works and stuff, and
Mhm.
I just never had to use them. Yeah, I know you're supposed to use it for the legendary, but then they started adding additional legendaries to games, right?
Mhm.
And I was just like, well, what if I want to use it for that legendary? So then, because I'm a hoarder when it comes to RPGs and I have like all the items and I never use the items when I should use the items,
Yeah.
uh, it just became an item that was in my bag that I just never used because what if I needed it for that one time?
Uh-huh.
And this was the first game I think I legitimately used the Master Ball because I had no other choice and I was just like, fuck it. Screw it. Nope. and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. And I should love this game because it's got my favorite Pokemon as your starter. And, it's a recreation of Yellow. And I can't. Nope.
Yeah. That's just yeah. I hate it when they have crappy mechanics in a game. Like for me, I really loved Skyward Sword. But oh yeah, this was in relation to Marathon. I
That's
just I
fine. We'll get to it here in a second.
yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, and I really loved Skyward Sword, but I had it on the Wii because they wouldn't let you get it on the GameCube. Made me super pissed, but whatever.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Um, and they were so excited about their stupid Wii mechanics, and you had to like swing the sword and move it, turn around and everything, hit the cat, like, all this stupid stuff. And then when you had to go to swim, I almost gave up on the game. I don't give up on games. I'm a mediocre gamer girl because I pass all of my games. And the reason I pass my games is because I am tenacious. I never give up. I never surrender. I took Tim Mullen's words to heart. And so I almost gave up on that game though, because that mechanic sucked so bad. I mean,
Well,
I'm
I
super
get it.
glad they came out with the what is it? They came out with another version on the Switch, actually. Pretty good. I recommend it to anyone who
Yeah.
wants to play the game.
I completely understand because I was the same way. Like I got Twilight Princess.
Mhm.
I think it had a dual release,
Yeah,
so I had gotten the GameCube version of
as you do.
it because I hadn't gotten a Wii yet at that
Mhm.
point. I don't think for the most part. And then when I did play Skyward Sword, it was on the Wii,
Ugh.
and just like Metroid Prime on the Wii, I absolutely hated the fact that I was having to use the stupid Wii remote for absolutely everything because Nintendo doesn't know how to make it optional.
Ugh, yeah.
And that's what killed Star Fox for the Switch for me too. Like when they released Star Fox for the Wii U,
Yeah.
I got super excited with everybody else because it's Star Fox. And then they force you to use the gamepad like this kind of bullshit to like do this stupid little aim thing and crap. And I was like, nah, nope, no, I'm not even gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Not even gonna buy it. Nope.
Yeah, they did that. That's the thing. I
Just
think that's the
no.
thing with Nintendo, where they get very, very much in love with their stupid gimmicks. They did this also with what is that game? So you remember Wind Waker? Shut up, I
Mhm.
love it. So Wind
I
Waker
know.
had some spin-off games that came out on the 3DS. They were actually pretty fun games. There was Spirit Tracks and
Spirit
then there was
Tracks. Yeah.
Phantom Hourglass. And with both of them, you had to use like these little gimmicks that they had with the DS or the 3DS. I don't remember which one it came out on. I think it came out on the DS. But anyway, like you had to like blow into the microphone
Yeah,
or you
I
had to
remember those.
it's just like annoying stuff that took you completely out of the game. I'm in here living my best life, running around with my Phantom Knight buddy, kind of like what is it, Alphonse in uh what is it, Full Metal Alchemist. And they keep throwing in these stupid little mechanics like, oh, now do this thing in your real world or take a picture of this. And I'm like, why are you doing this? This is so unnecessary. Like, I know you're proud of yourselves. Good on you. Feel good about yourselves. Also, I hate it. Stop it. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, the best
This
way
is
to
a
play a
demo.
Nintendo game when it
Yeah.
came from like the Wii and the Wii U era is
Hmm.
to play it when they re-release it on the Switch.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
the best way to play it because then they're forced to give it actual controls.
Yes.
And they don't like doing it because they
Yeah.
don't want to advertise it with that. But like when they released the Metroid Prime series, I
Hmm.
bought it because it didn't have the Wii remote. It had the Wii controls if you wanted them,
Hmm.
but you didn't have to use them
Yeah.
because the Switch Lite and stuff exists, which means some people may not actually be able to use Joy Cons
Hmm.
because they don't
Yes.
have them.
Exactly. And that's
Ah,
just what's so perfect because yeah, they tried to do it, but they gave you the option with golly, what was it? Breath of the Wild. With Breath of
mhm.
the Wild, they had this thing where you could do the gyroscope,
Oh
you could
yeah,
use a
yeah,
gyroscopic controller. I turned all of that stuff off
absolutely.
immediately. As soon as I was like, options, what do you have? Because I know you've got some stupid gimmick because that's Nintendo and that's what they do. Sure enough, they were trying to make you use the steered gyro, turned that off. It was irritating as math. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a Nintendo thing. So I think it actually fits in with the why Nintendo of
it does. It's like I love the fact that they do these things. It's great because you show it can be done, right?
That's
Because
exactly.
of the Wii, that means the PlayStation made the PlayStation Move, and then Xbox made the Kinect to one up the Wii. And then, eventually we did see these things phase out,
Thank
but
God.
it still gave you the option to do new and unique things, right? Like, the fact that you could buy a thing and use you know, if you wanted to do the thing with the PlayStation, you could have the PlayStation Move and stuff, have it in that like plastic gun looking thing while you're playing Call of Duty, and it feels more like you're actually aiming the gun and stuff. And that kind of stuff, it's great. I do love it. I do like it, but it's not something I want to do all the time either.
Yeah, sometimes you just
Right?
want to sit on your couch, man. Like
you
it's just
know,
not understanding gamer bros.
it's
That's
just I want the option, and especially when it's something that like for instance, Skyward Sword. I was like, well, this is going to be interesting. Click, flick, 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 and I'm doing the thing where I'm doing this number and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, and then I finally get tired, and I'm sitting on the couch doing this.
yeah.
And I'm just like, I really, really wish I could just stop flicking my wrist at this point.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I see. I'm an old, and I'm going to develop carpal tunnel. So like, this is not true. This is not ideal, guys. Yeah, it's just I like that they have the option, but it needs to be an option.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a gimmick, just just make sure that you understand that this should be something that's temporary. It should not be. It should just be like fun if you wanna. Yeah, so they're still feeling a little precious and butthurt about stuff, you
You
know?
can't type
So
I love Arc Raiders and
you
Marathon.
can't type Arc Raiders at all.
Uh, this is after they removed the censor yesterday for Arc Raiders. So
Oh,
they
they
censored Arc Raiders, like just the name Arc Raiders.
yes, you couldn't put it in any configuration either. You couldn't put it two separate words,
There's
one
no way.
word.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, they're feeling a little sensitive, and when people called them out, I guess they removed the censor, but they still kind of like they took it out, but not really. They were like, okay, you can say Arc Raiders, but you can't talk about what you feel about it. Like, okay.
All right,
You can do that. Someone said you can type.
Type what?
I hate Arc Raiders.
I hate Arc Raiders.
Watch this. Watch this.
They
Watch this. Watch
changed
this.
it. It did block out Arc. Now it doesn't.
Yeah.
You can't type love. You can't say that.
It blocks out love, really?
Someone
That is such a weird filter.
You love Arc Raiders.
someone is so
No
Sorry.
way.
I love
I
Arc
love
Raiders.
Arc Raiders.
I hate Arc
I
Raiders.
hate Arc Raiders.
I tell you, man, bro,
Oh my god.
it's absurd. Like, see, the thing is, like, petty little crap like this is just why Bungie sucks now. Over Arc Raiders, yeah. I just or competition, yeah. I mean, just ugh. Oh wait, you might want to take the. You might want to take off the A before Arc Raiders. Come on, man.
Wait, take off the what? Oh, over A Arc Raiders. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, what? The A's supposed to be there. It's Arc. Oh. Oh yeah. I easily do that. Like I'm writing odd and I put one instead.
Oh, I thought you were like gonna be southern with it. You know, come on, man. You know.
Come on, Marathon. Be better.
Man, that's some Nintendo level stuff, right? Like,
That is. Like, damn, guys.
like
Anyway,
I feel like
okay,
if they
so-
had that in Pokemon, you could not put it in Power World. Like, I feel like that would be a thing. You know?
It does sound, it's funny because I saw the post about somebody upset about Power World and Pokemon. Like
Mhm.
before we went live, I was bringing up some stuff real quick from X, and
Mhm.
on my feed is some idiot coping about Power World, or Pokemon versus Power World kind of stuff. They're like going on about how, well, Power World's having to move into a farming sim because they're that bad at their blah blah blah. But Nintendo doesn't need to worry about everything. It's like you do know Nintendo's doing the same damn thing, right? Like there's this thing about a Ditto and farming, like. Power World and Nintendo launched those trailers at about the same damn time, guys. I think they're still worried. They're still suing them still. I mean, they're pretty worried about Power World.
I think that would actually be the other way around. I would be like, so what you're telling me is that Power World is adaptable and trying to find new and exciting ways for their players to interact with the game, whereas Pokemon is not. Pokemon is like, nah, you get what you get and be happy for it. Be grateful. You better ask me for another.
But anyway, so yeah, I saw somebody coping about Power World. It was just funny. Oh, all right. Let's see this trailer for a second. Been trying to watch it for I don't know how long. Listen, Nintendo makes me hate them a lot, especially when they charge $20 for a 22-year-old ROM and don't do anything special with it.
Yeah.
But also, Nintendo likes to slap me in the feels when it comes to Pokemon when they do shit like this.
I know. I'm like, this is cute.
Why?
This is why it's Nintendo. Why? It's not. I hate Nintendo. It's not Nintendo stuff.
This is like literally going over past things.
Yeah,
in a trailer for a new game.
Remember
like
who you are.
Stuff going on and everything beforehand with the Alolan stuff and oh god, it's like why Nintendo? Why you gotta do me like this? You do shit where I'm just like I want this, then I hate you because you won't let me have it, and then you do shit like this, and I'm just like why Nintendo? Get it.
Put the fuck away.
The question is, will they actually have voice acting in this game? That's another thing people have finally started complaining about. Even Nintendo understands that there's a male and a female out there. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Because that is your female Pikachu. This is your
Maybe
male
it's
Pikachu.
Pikachu's parents? Or is that Pikachu himself?
No, it's just two Pikachus.
Okay.
And they're dressed up, which of course means there's probably going to be dress up stuff for Pikachu in this game.
Oh my gosh, you have to buy so much crap.
But this is a female Pikachu.
You
can tell by the tip of her tail here, because it's more in a heart shaped.
Oh,
male Pikachu have the straight edge here.
Oh yeah, no, we understand how the light sockets work. We get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Nintendo absolutely understands how that works. But they're dress up, which is always great. Because you could dress up Eevee and Let's Go Eevee, and Pikachu and Let's Go Pikachu. It was great. And you didn't have to pay extra for that either. It was one of those rare Nintendo wins.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. That's why our segment isn't like we hate Nintendo. It's not Nintendo sucks. It's not Nintendo's garbage. It's Nintendo why. Like
if somebody looked into it, they think we're huge Nintendo haters. I'm just like over here salivating over this trailer.
The game that I have in the background right now is a Nintendo game. The game that I'm currently playing, also a Nintendo game. I don't hate Nintendo. I like their games. I'm not an edgy boy. I'm not huge on like PlayStation because they're always trying to be like super edgy. You know, we're all
that's right. They're gonna cut you
Devil
on that
May
edge.
Cry and stuff. You know, you're like okay, or Grand Theft Auto. I'm not that girl. Okay, I like the fun things. I can provide all the cynicism. I don't need the game to do it for me. But Nintendo keeps doing things that make me hate them in real life. Like the games are fine. It's just what they do as a company that I'm just like, why though? But why? Why do you take cute fun things and make me hate them and bring all these adult problems that I don't want to think about? Like your corporation into
Nintendo.
this world. Like, this is my escape from my job and the stresses of humaning, okay, on a daily basis. Anyway, sorry.
All right, now Nintendo, here's my idea. My pitch for you is what you're going to do is when this game starts up, you're going to start it up like any other normal Pokemon game, right? The professor's going to talk to you. They're going to be talking to you because you've made the Rotom phone like this whole ordeal now. It's going to be like video chatting with our player character on the Rotom phone. She or he's going to be telling them stuff about Pokemon, okay? And what you're going to do partway through that introduction to Pokemon, you're going to have them look at it, look strangely at you, and then go, hold on a second, clicks a button, and then suddenly voice acting will happen. And they'll be like, sorry about that. I was on mute the whole time. Did you get all that? And then we realize they did something good for a change.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that would
totally,
be
I
the
would,
thing, because everybody has been hating on Pokemon for like the past couple of years now for not having voice acting yet.
yeah.
Especially with ZA recently. That became a huge topic of discussion. It's like, guys, they haven't had voice act. They should. You know, considering how little they spent on this game, they should be able to afford some voice acting. But they haven't. But that's what they should do to introduce voice acting into their Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I just
That would
thought
be
about
great.
it. And I
That
was
would be
like, that would be
fantastic.
great.
It's cheeky, it's cute, it's
Yeah.
funny. Dang,
It
Zia,
hits
you
that.
have missed your
It
college.
hits that boomer thing too, like with the rest of us older people who routinely
You
start our
keep calling
shit.
it boomer, but
muted.
it's really not. This is, I mean, the Generation X is the new boomers. We're just too cool for that, you know.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah,
like
that's true.
you're like a zennial, like me.
I
Like,
keep
I mean, I'm
trying
on
to
the
claim
X side of
Zennials.
zennial, but still,
I want to claim Zenio status so bad, but you know, it's like,
you
look,
are.
I was there drinking out of the hose with the rest of us.
Yeah, you are zennial, though, right?
Game Freak. I mean, just that right there. Now,
That
this is
that
not
was
representative of actual game footage. I get it. This is just a thing, but just that itself looks so much better than the curated footage they gave us for Scarlet and Violet. I'm just saying, or ZA or anything else. I mean, heck, you can actually see some grass in there.
I mean,
You,
this
you
looks
actually see grass. There's trees.
it looks
Doesn't look.
aspirational though. It looks like something that, it's inspiring. It makes you want to do something, you know.
Yeah.
It
Now,
inspires you to move.
it could be one of those bait and switches where it just looks really damn good in the
Yeah.
cutscene. But Nintendo has been so lazy to the point that the cutscene stuff looks exactly like the actual game stuff because they do the in-game cutscene stuff, right?
Huh?
Which I don't know if maybe that's lazy. I don't know, but you know,
Mhm.
that's what they've been doing. So if it's like that in a cutscene or a trailer, I expect it to probably look that way because it's how it has in the past. I mean, just look at that. You actually see. You're not just seeing the ground.
It looks like you're running into a living world. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And that's what the other games were missing. Was
You
that
hear that, Marathon? The world is alive. Anyway, sorry, moving on.
But I mean, just looking into this, that looks better than anything like. That looks like
Yeah.
a 3DS game properly brought to life on the Switch almost.
Yeah.
Because they had like areas that looked like that in Sun and Moon, but it was a 3DS game back in the day. And heck, even those waves look really good in the ocean.
Yeah, the water looks great.
Which is not something I was expecting.
There's this thing though. It's like these Asian games always have this like slightly it's like this plastic filter over it, kind of like when you have a filter on your screen and it's a little bit dingier than it normally is. Like that Pikachu was like so washed out. I'm like, why are all the colors just like a little washed out?
Yeah, he does look pushed out. That
Like all of the like the blacks are gray. Everything is a little bit washed out.
it could be just the shadow, how it was sitting, or
It's
the lighting.
it's actually something that I've noticed of late. It's always hit me subconsciously, but I've started to really notice it consciously now. That there's just it's just part of the aesthetic for a lot of Eastern games. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, their art is beautiful. It's just, they like the colors a little bit more muted. They're like, no, screen cannot yell at me.
Well, I think at some point in time they started doing this in anime too, like where they'd suddenly like make everything darker
Mm-hmm.
to prevent like people who what is it? They get seizures or something when things get too bright and too flashy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it might have something to do with that mentality. It's like,
No, but sure, we'll go with that. But we'll believe in it. Sure,
well,
it's a
they've been doing that in anime where everything suddenly gets really darker when it gets super flashy for whatever reason. That was always their reasoning for doing it. It was to prevent epileptic seizures. There we go. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that just sort of has started carrying over to everything else where it looks a bit more washed out because this way then they don't have to apply a quick filter in certain spots, or
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my thought. I'm probably wrong. I'm making it all up.
We'll believe it. We'll believe it because it makes it better.
Now, I will have to ask, why does my grass Pokemon have to be a bird again? Like,
I don't know.
seriously. I feel like I'm going to have to go bop somebody here in a second. It's a fire puppy.
Yeah.
Tom
They
Bomb.
have such cute stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on, this is even good. Oh man,
Are they going to
Underwater
bring
World?
back diving mechanics?
本当に
See, in one of the games, what was it? Was it Sapphire and Ruby? I think they had used. They turned dive into like an HM, and there was a whole dive mechanic where you could dive under the water and like have like a whole other thing going on down there.
Mhm.
Back when Pokemon was cool, or I'm sorry,
was never
actually
cool.
put care into their games.
Okay, it did have care. It was never cool though. Just-
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting if they bring back that dive mechanic and bring a whole underwater zones.
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still probably would never want to play this game, but this makes me feel like I might want to play this game until I started playing this game and be like, oh, I don't want to play this game. But it looks
fine.
really good. It does.
It
Like,
does.
there's a lot of games that just aren't for me, though. I freely admit that.
Global simultaneous release in 2027, folks. Or you can play the Pokemon Cozy game where Ditto farms. For anyone who wants that bullshit. Oh, but anyway. Yeah, so new Pokemon game, Wind and Waves, and it doesn't look half bad. If the actual gameplay looks anything like it did in the trailer there. But then again, that is a trailer, so
Yeah, but I mean, the trailer actually did a good job, which it didn't for, what was it, Violet? So,
I don't remember actually.
was that the one that was just out?
Yeah, no,
one
ZA
that
was
you
the
and-
recent one.
Huh?
It was Pokemon Legends ZA, So
maybe that's what it
they've
was. You
essentially
were
turned
comparing it to Violet or something like
they
that.
turned Legends Arceus into, I guess, its own genre of Pokemon games, or side Pokemon games now,
Hmm.
because now they did Legends of ZA.
Of course they did.
So it's now its own little thing where it's not a main game, but Scarlet trailer. Let's take a look at that trailer real quick. Is that it? The official trailer there? Now, maybe it's been so long since I've seen it. Maybe this trailer looks the same because it's just all about angles and stuff. Okay, we can't have that playing. That's an actual song that will get claimed because it's
No, I'm gonna say right now this looks lame. I mean, comparatively speaking, but was this the one? Was this the game that they were coming out with? That the most.
This is Scarlet and Violet. This is what they came out with before ZA. This is the last main series game.
Okay. I mean, if it's old, then I'll give it some grace.
It's still a Switch title. They had done come out with Breath of the Wild, and
yeah, then they should do better.
By this point.
Yeah, then they should probably do a little better.
Their whole thing was that crystallization gimmick. That was their whole gimmick with it. With that particular Pokemon game. And of course there's no voice acting.
And Pikachu is still like that very, very washed out yellow.
Yeah. It's been like that for a hot minute.
Yeah. I'm like, why? It's all pastel. It's like, no, we always have to be ready for Easter. So yeah, it's just interesting.
Yeah, the world just doesn't look the same. Like, it does feel like it feels more lived in over here.
Yeah.
Versus, boop-a-doo, as soon as we get to it. It just feels like it's way more lived into it than it is over here. Like that.
Yeah, this looks like this is the clay ground, and then this is the mountain right next to it. And
and it's muted and, barren and all that stuff. Meanwhile, you look at this, you've got trees and rocks.
Even from a distance, it looks more.
Yeah, from a distance, it looks so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I'm bad. My pause game is horrible. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly how it looks if you're just standing there. They're just doing a trade. But,
Yeah.
You can't even blame that. Well, they're in a battle bullshit or something like that, where they've got to keep the rendering down or some kind of bullshit like that. It's like, no, that's how it actually looks in game, guys.
Yeah.
Compared to this that looks luscious and looks like there's actually, shit living in it.
Yeah.
Or on it. So. But yeah, like every mountain
looks like
everything you see.
I mean, this looks like something on a Wii, man.
Yeah, you could make that mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, they clearly could do more with it. Like, Pokemon's just been one of those things. It's like, you look at it and it's like, guys, we could have done so much better. What the hell? Anyway, we've been on Pokemon for an hour, so...
Well, no, we started talking. We started off kind of making fun of, not making fun of, wishing ill on Marathon. And,
yeah, that's true, too.
Well, just discussing it, and I was wishing ill on it and explaining why, because Bungie sucks. But anyway.
So, the thing we haven't talked about in weeks has been Discord. Discord doesn't know what it wants to do right now. So, Discord came out with age restrictions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like going to start restricting everybody into, I guess, this teen category until you presented your ID or a photo of yourself to prove that you're really not, or that you're really 18 or older or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Which again, it's not Discord who should be dealing with that. And I think what it is the EU wants Discord to do this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And where is Discord actually located? Location. Where is Discord located? California. Okay. So Discord is located in California. And what Discord should probably tell the EU, the same thing Rumble did. Hi, we don't capitulate to you. Go fuck yourselves. And have left it at that. That's all they had to do. The EU can't do jack to them. The EU can rattle their saber and say, we're going to fine you if you don't. They can't realistically do anything to Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Discord's place to force this sort of thing. Not to mention the fact that Discord can't hold on to those records. Because they had a breach not that long ago.
Yeah.
Where a bunch of that shit went live. Right?
But isn't the company that they're going to be using actually going to be retaining these records?
No, I think they're not using that company anymore. I don't know. Something happened, and apparently that company also had an issue.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, no. And it's just like, on top of that, this stuff, the way they want to do it, they're going to do it the same way they did in the EU. They're going to use something like, they're going to use AI at this point now, or they're going to use Death Stranding 2 to essentially, get signed in as an adult regardless.
Yeah.
And again, it's not up to Discord to be doing this, and I do not want to give Discord my government issue ID. That definitely is never going to happen.
Yeah, but
I have no problem with giving them a short selfie or something like that. Like, I don't care. My face is out there. My face is right here, right now. Like, if somebody wants to come look at my face, they can go to my Instagram or my TikTok or my YouTube or Rumble or something. They can find my face. It's there. It's not a big deal. I don't mind giving Discord that, but they cannot have my government issue ID. Screw that shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing on God's green earth that is going to ever convince me to give Facebook or anybody my government issue ID. I'm sorry. But this is not Discord's job. This is the parents' job.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something Discord should be doing. This should be something parents should be doing and monitoring. So...
yeah, it's kind of like, oh, are you going to the mall? Yeah, who are you going with? I'm going with Becky and Jenny. Yeah, but they're still going to the mall. Like, so many things can happen on that way. At some point, you're going to have to trust your kids and be like, well, something terrible could happen. Yeah, something terrible might happen. That's true. But this is how humans grow up. Life is full of pain. Trying to anesthetize the world is not going to make for a better world. It's going to make for a more totalitarian one. The only way to actually truly be safe is to put everybody in cages or to put them all in the matrix, and where you control the vertical and the lateral, like that's the only way to actually make for a truly safe experience in anything. So, yeah, you cannot bubble wrap the world. I mean, I know that they're trying. I know that they're like, well, this should never happen. I don't know what you mean by that. Life is pain. All of life, somebody's going to get hurt in some way, shape, or form. And part of growing up, part of becoming an adult that's actually fully functional and actually able to deal with this difficult world is dealing with the hard things that are going to come your way. I'm not saying that you should go around scarring people for life, but
there are certain things that shouldn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it was very recently that several kids apparently went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they met up with somebody. I think they met up, I guess, maybe on Roblox or something. I'm not 100% sure where,
mm-hmm.
but they used Discord to communicate with this person who has kidnapped them. And, for a company who has access to all our shit and claims it's listening to our crap, mm-hmm. instead of going after people who misgender somebody and trying to hunt all them down, maybe you should make them, I don't know, patrol the things that sound a little out of place.
Well, so my My
You know?
argument is that this is again one of those parent things,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
just arguing this is a parent problem. This here would be a parent problem, and it's like, look, you're gonna have the thing is that oh well, this shouldn't happen to a kid. This is gonna happen to somebody, some way, shape, or form, unless you
yeah.
take all the kids and lock them up. This
As,
will,
as long as you keep minors and adults on the same platform where
yeah.
there is a closed door, there will
Mhm.
be some sicko who's in there trying to do something they shouldn't be. That is like a guaranteed thing that will happen no matter what.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is definitely the parents. Uh, the parents should be monitoring that sort of thing.
Hmm.
But if Discord wants to try and use the idea that they have to for the kids, then maybe, just maybe, they should stop trying to hunt down people who say him or her and using the wrong pronoun on somebody, because that it never changes. Like, you'll find out that they're banning people who like use the wrong pronoun or called somebody retarded or something bullshit like that, right? And that
Really?
they'll get rid of all these people for these mundane.
And I haven't been banned yet. I feel like I need to step up my game.
Yeah, but they'll ban all these people for all these mundane reasons, and you're looking at them going, really? That's what you've been wasting your time on? Meanwhile, you got Joe and Susie over here who's been kidnapped by this guy they've been talking to for the past 6 months, doing some pretty graphically explicit things, and you can tell by looking at the stuff when they said that they were 13
Hmm.
in chat that maybe they shouldn't be talking to this guy who's 36.
Yeah.
And you could, and if you were actually monitoring the chats and shit like you want to claim you are, but instead of going after these people for stupid mundane things, you could have, I don't know, put an end to that instead.
Hmm.
You could have sent a warning. You could have banned Susie and Jay or whatever. You could have, you have their IPs. You could send You could send all the stuff to the local PD or something and say, "Hey, look, there's a guy. This is his address. This is what he's been doing on our platform."
Yeah.
Somebody out there is aware. If you want to save the kids, that's what you should be doing. But instead, like anybody else, like Microsoft and Sony and everyone else in the world who want to help, protect the kids, they're off hunting ghosts in their own shadows instead of actually doing the stuff they should be doing with it, right?
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
also at the same time, the parents should be involved in that stuff, not letting use it. Like the other day, I got onto Snapchat, which isn't something I do that often.
Hmm.
But when I do, I'm doing it for a couple of things. One, to check to see if my niece sent me anything, because she'll get her mother's Snapchat and then she'll take a bunch of pictures and then she'll send them off to everyone. And then I'll hear, "Uncle, did you?" And it's like, no, because I'm not on Snapchat. But anyway, the other thing is to see if my kid's on it.
Hmm.
Because Snapchat is really good at saying, "Hey, we found there's this phone number in your in your phone number list. It's associated with this account, but you're not friends. Would you like to send them a friend request?" And then every so often, when I do this, my son's name pops up.
Hmm.
So then I send him a message going, "You're not supposed to have this app." And then a few hours later, suddenly he no longer exists on the platform. So, and I can easily take his phone. I've got a keylogger on everything, so it's not like I don't know these things. Like, I have an entire email dedicated to logging what the hell my kid does on his PC and everything else. Like, because I am that parent where it's like, you're under my house, you're under my rules, you're not going to do anything sketchy. I will do everything in my power to prevent you from doing something stupid. But I also understand things will happen. You are, you're 13 at this point. Things are going to happen.
Yeah.
I can't prevent everything. If you go over to somebody's and look up porn over there, I can't stop it.
Yeah, I mean, there are going to be concepts and things that you're just not able to protect your kid from hearing about and thinking about and all of that jazz. I mean, the minute that they're out of your sight and out of your hearing, even if they are in your sight and your hearing, you still can't control everything. We want them to have the best life and all of that jazz. But the fact of the matter is that you cannot, you just can't bubble wrap the world. You're just going to basically wind up putting everybody under constant surveillance. Basically, everybody's going to be in their own individual matrix that is constantly monitored for our safety. Like, that's the only way to keep it.
Yeah, it's always going to be for our. So that's how it's always going to be for our safety.
Yeah.
Right.
And
But
it's not even necessarily wrong. It's just like you're going to have to at some point realize that there are things that are going to you're going to have to deal with a certain amount of pain if you want to have any sort of freedom and autonomy. And a lot of people just aren't willing to recognize and acknowledge that that's the trade-off that you make to be a free human being, to be a free
yeah,
soul.
and I get it. Technology has changed, and what kills me the most is when you take somebody who's especially my age, and they're like, "Well, they're just going to figure out a way around it," and it's like, "Well, how do you say? Why do you say that?" It's like, "Well, because we did." It's like, "Yeah, we did," which means we already know how they did it and how they're going to, which means we can prevent it from happening.
You have the power, sir.
We
Like,
have
what
the
are you
power.
wrong?
Like we've been in this spot. We did the thing where we downloaded the thing pixel by pixel at 3 a.m. in the morning for 30 minutes. I mean, we've been there, we've done that, we know how that works, which means we also know how to prevent our kids from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, my kid wants to do something, it requires my pen. Dad, can I have your pen? No. But no, it can wait until I get there. And my pen isn't the cat's name. The pen isn't my birthday or his birthday or somebody else's birthday, because that's what our parents did. Our parents were that dumb. The password is the cat plus 123 after it. It's like when your password is Mugwa 123, like it was in my household for the longest time. You should grow up and learn that you shouldn't do that sort of thing. It was like, and it's funny because my kids did try it. I remember back when they did try it. He finally came to me and it's like, I want to do this. And it was to watch something on something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it required it to be installed onto the Roku, which required my pen. And he goes, I've tried your birthday. I've tried my birthday. I tried mom's birthday. I tried my brother's birthday. And it's not working. I don't know what it's like because it's not our birthdays. Well, what kind of pen is that? That the smart kind, so you can't do it.
Like, what?
Duh. Well, I was always told it would be your birthday. And it's like, no, that would be your grandmother's house. Try her birthday then. Sure enough, that's exactly what it is to break her pen. Still, even though I told her 1,000 times you can't use your birthday. But, it's like as a parent, you've got to do the thing you need to do to get it done. Like, he doesn't have access to Discord. He doesn't have access to Snapchat. When he does, I catch him. I send him a little warning, a shot across the bow.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows I know. So then he'll just sit there for a few days wondering if I'm going to, bring the hammer down or not. And I may or I may not. But it's enough to scare him off of it for a while. Do it again. Right? And, and you can do a lot of this stuff also, like, depending on who your internet service provider is, can also help you a lot with this stuff and make it really easy. Like, I have Xfinity. And it's funny because I had clicked on something by mistake, okay? And it came up and blocked my own phone. I just sort of looked at it and was like, I forgot I have to go around things if I want to look at stuff like that. Not that I wanted to look at it to begin with. It just happened to have come up as a Facebook ad, which pisses me off, by the way. Like, Facebook.
That you're still on Facebook? Yes, it pisses me off too. We're all just...
Yeah, I'm still on Facebook because it's one of the few ways I have to communicate with their mother, and I have to. But also it keeps an archive of it, right? But no, like Facebook apparently just does not even, nobody there ever looks at the ads that they're pushing out. Because I'll get ads that are just straight up porn. And I'll do the thing where I report it.
Huh.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then I won't get that ad for a hot second, right? And then I'll get a new set of ads maybe 3 weeks from now. I was like, I don't even look at porn for the most part. But my Xfinity thing is what I'm trying to get at. Like, if you go to a site like that or try to go to a site like that, the way I've have the router set up and stuff, it blocks it. Like it will automatically, it will pop it up at like the top of my phone. Let's see. Well, there's nothing to show there, but it's like Xfinity has blocked such and such from such and such phone. Or it says it blocks suspicious website, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
From so and so's phone, which is funny because my girlfriend's oldest, he's in college now, so he'll be here, and when he's here, his phone has her name on it, so it will say her name -2 activity has been blocked. Do you want to view what it was? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm definitely good because he's gay. But no, seriously, it's like every time he's here, it will come up multiple times throughout the night. I'm like, eventually, one of these days, he's going to ask me about this. And I think he did kind of at one point in time. And I was like, there's a thing that prevents it. And I guess he was trying to break it. I don't know, because he's going into IT stuff. So
maybe. I mean, that would be interesting then if he was like trying to figure out if he could hack it on his own.
yeah,
But it's like no. This was just for my skill set. You understand? It's not.
Yeah.
Naughty things.
I mean, that would be one excuse, right? It's like I was trying.
It's
to
a good one. It's a darn good one.
Cybersecurity, just testing it out. And it's like, I'm sure you were. Oh, but anyway, no, you as a parent, if you put in the hard work, you can try and prevent a lot of this stuff. Granted, there's not going to be everything that you're going to be able to prevent, right? But yeah, apparently Discord ended its partnership with Persona.
Okay.
Yeah, Persona was the company that was apparently, I guess, what they were doing. And then somebody hacked Persona, exposing the code, compared your selfies to watch list photos using facial recognition, screenshots you against 14 categories. I don't know. Anyway, it did stuff. People weren't happy with it, and then they're like, nope, we're not going to do that. And now they're pushing it back to like next year or something.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, Discord delayed global age verification to 2026 due to privacy. Well, that's now.
Or okay, further into 2026 then?
I guess so. Let me see. Not helpful. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, this is all to please the UK government. And all Discord has to do is just say, go F yourself. Like, they've been threatening Rumble for months and haven't done anything. They can't do anything. Rumble is still accessible in the UK as far as I'm aware. All they have to do is be, somebody's favorite goth chick and tell them to go pound sand. That's all they got to do.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been going after X and Elon for a while too now. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been adamant of going after him too, and I don't think he's done anything either.
No, he I think he tried to play ball at the very beginning, and then after he was like, forget it. You know, it is the squeeze.
Well, it's more trouble to acquiesce. Yes, to capitulate to their demands than it would be just to operate as normal. As long as you're operating within the normal bounds of your government, what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
The internet is worldwide. If they don't want it, they know what they can do. That requires them to do some work that they don't want to do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I feel like the minute that you give in to them, though, is the minute that you're going to have more and more and more demands on you. Like they're never really going to stop. They're never going to be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, for the moment, it seems that Discord has pulled back on it, but not sure for how long it's going to be. It's still, yeah. it's still they're still trying.
They're still trying to push it, but also at the same time, they went ahead and they're like, most people aren't even going to notice. Well, was it YouTube? Because YouTube's doing it too, right? But for the most part, most of us didn't really notice, except for that one hiccup where people were being put into protection mode,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just had to go click it off. Uh, but aside from that,
Yeah.
most people didn't even like. We were waiting for it. People were raising alarms about it, and then it never happened. But in reality, it did. It's just it didn't affect most people.
Yeah, and I'm wondering honestly if that's actually just kind of part of the Insidious plot. You release it, everybody freaks out, and then nothing happens, and everybody's like, "Oh, we can live
Yeah.
like this." And then then one day it's going to happen where like all of those things that we actually thought were going to happen are going to happen, and it's going to be too late
Yeah,
because all of the
that
guardrails are
is-
already there.
Yeah, that is absolutely possible too. So, I mean, for all we know, they could go ahead and they launch this. Nobody really knows about it when they do it because we already raised alarms for it and stuff. Then nothing happened. And then they'll do it. And then it will be like, the footnote in a patch note somewhere. And nobody saw it for the longest time. And then 2 years from now, did you know that Discord was doing this? They released a patch back in 2026. And it's like, oh, there it is. That's what was happening. Duh.
Yeah, basically
Who knew?
nothing happens until it happens. It's just going to be like that, I think.
Yeah. Anyway,
So they're just calling. They're right now. They're going to be like, oh, they're just alarmists. All right.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it always is. It's like it's like these Epstein files that had dropped, right? And we found out that absolutely everybody's conspiracy theories turned out to be 100% true, with the exception of the flat earthers. They're the only ones left out there going, really? We're the ones who aren't true. So, but anyway, Ashes of Creation's IP's new owner getting a restraining order, compelling return of company assets and account info from Stephen Sheriff, which is the guy who owned Ashes of Creation.
Oh, really?
Like, this is a mess.
It is. It's crazy.
Like, I thought this was one of those things. It seemed so unlike the other thing, right? That just sort of like occasionally had an update or something and then disappeared and then came back and then took everybody's money and then ran away with it. Can't remember what it was. Like, this one felt real.
Yeah.
Like, everybody had tried it out. Everybody had played with it a little bit. They've done things with like certain streamers and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure they like recreated Asmongold or something as a character or something in there at one point in time to get him to, try it out or something.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And this was one of those MMOs that looked so promising and looked good, and there was things there. They had like a working early access that was doing stuff and things. And then for it to just up in smoke just like that, like everything fell out from everybody. Suddenly you had a job, and the next thing you knew it, the next morning you didn't have a job. It's just like, what the hell just happened? And and then the guy in charge just disappeared, like him and his boyfriend, I guess. And now other people who apparently, I guess, have access to or had access to it because they were part of the board of whatever, is now telling the guy, you've got to return everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, do we even know where this guy is yet? Like, has there been an update there?
Man, that's such a mess. And I feel badly for, I mean, it seems like it was mostly just this guy, right? As opposed to like I doubt the whole team was in on it. Like,
no, it was like this guy and his boyfriend. Like, they were supposed to be the top dogs. Like, the board was him and his boyfriend. And then when everything just suddenly fell apart, it turns out there was actually a board of other people who had invested in the game, and they didn't have ever they never had a board meeting in like the past 7 or 8 years this game has been worked on. Like there's never been a meeting, never an update or anything on stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like one of those things that you're just scratching your head going, it's like, I know I don't normally do that sort of stuff because I don't have money to invest in people, especially like projects or something. But I think at some point I would like an update on the project. And I don't think I would go 7 years without one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do people really like throw money at a thing and then walk away and then, hope it does a thing in 10 years and never check in on it? Is that like a ultra rich thing that I just don't understand because I'm poor?
Are you asking me like I was not also a poor?
No, I'm just asking,
Okay.
I guess, in
facetious.
general
Okay, I
for
get
the
it.
most
I'm
part.
sorry. I was just like, wait, I
It's
haven't
like,
seen
I'm sure
the word, and these are all interrogative statements. Like,
No, but just like nobody paid attention. Nobody was keeping an eye out on anything.
Mhm.
These guys just cut and run out of nowhere. There's money completely missing. Nobody knows where it goes. They were paying themselves, by the way,
Mhm.
$500,000 a year. So that together they were making $1 million each year that they were doing things. And they were in debt. The company was in debt. And then, boom, it's just in the air. And now there's somebody who's still there trying to, I guess, pick up the pieces and bring everybody back together.
Someone who
We can
believed
do
in
a thing. We can make this happen, but we need this, and we need him to bring it back.
That's crazy. Man, I like there are people who literally believed in this game. Not like God, but they believed in it. They were like, "This looks like it'll be fun. I have hopes and dreams again." And then this dude just like, swindlers, man. They're the worst. Because now you've made more people who are going to be jaded, and that's sad. Because we have enough of those.
Oh! I got some stuff here. Okay. So, apparently, a major legal escalation, Sheriff here filed a 39-page lawsuit on February 18th, accusing the board, specifically Robert Dawson, Ryan Orgag Ogden, Thesa Feda, Aaron.
Just the people.
People, yeah, of intentionally sabotaging the company, orchestrating mass layoffs, and attempting to steal the game's assets through a scheme. He claims the board engineered a crisis to seize control. So what we do know is, like, apparently the board issued WARN Act notices. We didn't know that at first, right? Because apparently the people from the thing was just like, so, yeah, we were working yesterday and now we're jobless. And we just found out. So I don't know if this was like a after the fact or what, but according to this, apparently WARN Act notices went out, then everybody got laid off right after that. And that is the WARN Act thing is where they're supposed to be like given like X amount of days.
Yeah.
It's like getting kicked out of your lease or something.
Mm-hmm. Eviction
We're
notice.
supposed to give somebody 15 days, but instead we're going to lay you off in 15 days. Just so you are aware. But yeah, which immediately closed Intrepid Studios February 2nd, right? And the game was removed from Steam. And we have this here, where apparently they're compelling Steven there to return the account and assets.
So,
And
I mean, that's the
this
thing,
was
though.
on the 20th.
But the thing is that, like, homie quit, right? So...
Yeah, like, homie and his boyfriend, like, apparently just up and disappeared and took everything.
But I feel like you can't do that, right? This IP belongs to the company now.
Okay, so here we go. In response to this 39-page TFE Holding, the new owners of Ashes of Creations IP, obtained a temporary restraining order, which is the thing we were looking at, compelling Stephen to return the company's documents, financial accounts, and access to technical systems, including social media and websites. So he's up here suing them for sabotaging the game somehow when everything, as far as everyone was concerned, up to the layoff on the 2nd, everything was all good and nothing was going on with this thing, to everything went to hell in a handbasket, and then he's suing them claiming it's your fault. Even though he's the one who disappeared and took everything and fired everybody, as far as I'm aware.
I don't understand this at all. I mean,
meanwhile, so we got Jason here who has accused Stephen of fraud, mismanagement, siphoning millions for personal use, including allegedly spending payroll funds on his home, which is highly possible. They had a multi-million-dollar mansion, apparently. And that was, I guess, the company that they were working everything out of.
Of course.
Yeah. These conflicted claims have created a complex legal battle with multiple lawsuits filed from former employees, investors, and new ownership. Stephen has promised a public filing to provide a clear, factual record.
Yeah, because the thing is that right now it just doesn't make any sense from his point of view. From their point of view, it would, but maybe he's got a way to that this makes some sort of sense. But right now, it's just very, very confusing.
But see, from what I can tell, being the outsider in, what has happened so far, this is what has happened. Stephen and his boyfriend ran off with the money for whatever reason. Like, supposedly, Steam was supposed to pay out on the 1st or something. A bunch of money or something like that. Steam didn't pay that out. Therefore, they ran with everything that they had. And then the rest of the board was like, where the fuck did everything go? Everyone went and all this other stuff. I guess they were notified somehow because they've never had a meeting before in 7 years. Right? So then they had to issue WARN Act notices to let everybody know they're getting laid off because there's no money all of a sudden, I guess. And then everybody, I guess, quits. I mean, that's what it seems like that has gone. And then he sues the board saying, you caused this. And now the board is suing him going, give us all our shit back.
Yeah.
And then he's like countering with, no, I'm going to make a public filing that's going to clear it all and show that I'm factually correct here. And as of the 28th, it still hasn't had anything, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, that's I don't understand. I just don't like there's got to be something that's missing from this.
We'll find out when it all goes to court, I guess.
I guess
because
so.
nobody knew where they
he's saying
been.
the board's trying to take over, and I'm like, isn't the board kind of in charge of something?
Yeah. See, as far as anyone knew, there was a board, and the board consisted of 2 members, Stephen and his boyfriend, and that was it. That's what it says, like in the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That it was theirs. They were not going to take any outside influences. There's not going to be
well,
any
that was clearly a lie.
Producer or company comes in like Ubisoft or anybody comes in and suddenly gives them money, and then they're going to have to acquiesce to them or anything like that. But then it turns out they did. Right? There's a whole group of people who gave money, and they've been, I guess, the shadow board this whole time because they never told anybody they existed. So then everybody finds out at the same time as the company shutters that there's this whole other group who's in charge still, and they're just like, what the fuck just happened? It's like, yeah, we've been part of the board this entire time. What do you mean you guys don't know about us? And it's just like, somebody clearly is committing fraud here.
Yeah.
like at least you can produce some really strong evidence that the rest of the board is the ones doing it. I kind of feel like it was the guys who disappeared suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just if I was a betting man, which I'm not.
Yeah, it's very well. How about that? It's it's very sus.
Yeah. So let's talk about
Oh, this chick.
Xbox's fake gamer CEO. Oh, so yeah. So we've got Ash. What is it? Asmar Shawarma, I guess is what her name is, or something like that. Ashmar
Where
Shawarma.
where
I
is
don't
it?
know. I don't think it's listed there.
Oh,
It's
Asha
probably
Sharma.
it's somewhere else. I'm
Yeah, it
sure.
was back there in Grums's thing. Here is Asha
Oh,
Sharma.
there, Asha. That's what
No
it is.
trigger in her reply.
Asha Shawarma.
No, just Sharma, not Shawarma.
Shawarma.
Sharma.
That's what I said.
It's like
Shawarma.
Charmin, but
Yeah,
without the in.
like shawarma.
Okay.
Sharma. Okay, listen, for the longest time, I've been trying to pronounce her name, and I can't for the longest time earlier.
Uh-huh.
So I landed on shawarma. It was just like, you know what? That sounds like, you know what? We'll go with that. It's shawarma now.
It's so much easier than what you're doing. Do less, dude. Do less.
I know. Asha Sharman?
Sharma.
Sharma.
Yeah,
Sharma. I'll get it. Look, I'm bad.
you really are. It's amazing. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
I'm very bad at this.
bro, you and Candace Owens, man, you guys are like right there running neck and neck and a running gun battle. Who reads the
Really?
best?
Is it that bad? Damn. Oh, anyway, so Xbox or Microsoft has decided to change the leadership of Xbox. And they put this chick in charge. What is this chick's accolades mind you? Does she look like she would not does she look like, but does she seem like she would be able to lead a gaming company into the future?
She's
Well,
not wearing a hoodie or a beanie. No.
if you took somebody whose entire portfolio dates back about 3 years, and in that portfolio they have some kind of like COO of Instacart, I think is what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something to do with AI,
Mm-hmm.
and then something else that also wasn't gaming related. What was it? I think I have it somewhere. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah. So I'm sorry, but I have convinced myself that she was a DEI hire for Instacart for their COO position because I had seen her. I had seen her.
I mean, she looks too young
LinkedIn.
for this position, honestly.
Yeah, I saw her LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what her age is, but I saw what somebody had shared of her LinkedIn earlier today,
Mm-hmm.
and it dates back about 2 years or so, right? 3 years,
Yeah.
where she was the COO of Instacart. And it's like, so you've had like 3 jobs now, and this is the 4th one, and you're probably not that old. You do
Yeah,
not
she
look like
looks like
you're
she's
old
in
enough
her
to
early
be
30s.
in these positions. You were an absolute DEI hire, aren't you? You have no idea what you're doing. I don't know how badly you fucked up the other places, but I'm sure it couldn't have been good because somebody else had to have been doing your damn job for you. There's no way that she did it. She does not have the experience to be in those positions. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't want to be that person who's judging the book by the cover, but I'm just saying that cover is basically saying I am a pop up. Like this is just it just doesn't look like it's. I don't know, man. She looks like she's easily in her. Let's say that she's like she just looks really good for her age. She's in her late 30s. I don't know, man. COO is a huge position. CEO now of Xbox, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's see. Home Depot, that's what it was.
And these are all management
Listen, I
positions.
had to log in to LinkedIn just to get this info for you guys. Okay, 4 years ago. Sorry, 4 years. I was off by a year because this was not in the screenshot. Actually,
So
there's
she's
more
been in the
here.
workforce for 9 years, and they've
Okay.
all been these huge.
Okay,
So-
so according to LinkedIn, this is all her experience. Now, I only saw 3 in the picture that I had seen,
Mhm.
which in that it had the Home Depot thing, it had
Board
the
member, board
Instacart
member,
thing,
COO.
and then it had marketing somewhere.
Further down, down.
Oh, there it is. And it had this, I think, listed in there, right?
Yeah, so she's like, I started out in marketing 15 years ago, and then I became
No,
a
it was 2 years
COO. I became a COO in 2013.
Yeah.
Your first job is
So,
marketing, and then your
Yeah,
COO.
marketing was like what, 50, yeah, like you said, 15 years ago for 2 years. So she's definitely older than she looks. Now that I think about it. But yeah, marketing.
I don't
Then
know.
she went to the CEO of Porch Group. Do what?
Yeah, she could have been born in like late 90s. That's
Yeah.
That's her 30s.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was saying. I
She
was
starts-
confirming what you said earlier.
yeah, she starts off in, well, I was saying, like, bro, like she doesn't
Yeah.
look like she's in her 40s at all, but so I'm thinking she's in her 30s somewhere. Like, see, I started in '97, so she's probably 10 years younger than me. So she's probably like 35, maybe. So let's see. So she started off in marketing, and she became a COO at her second job.
Yeah.
2 years after starting.
2
Okay.
years. COO.
Okay, well, Porch
Well,
Group,
see,
I don't know
Porch
what
Group
this
is a start, or
Yeah, this is a startup company, so
this is a
maybe
startup. So
it was she and her buddies, and they all decided to do something for 4 years, and then she went into being a VP at Meta.
product and engineer, which just seems like
Products and engineering. It just
Yeah.
it
I feel like I missed something in life.
Yeah.
If you can go from like marketing in 2 years to immediately just like VP and COOs of companies.
So the one with Porch Group, though, the thing with Porch Group is if she started this company, like you could start a company and all of a sudden you're a CEO, like
Yeah, no.
So
It's
you
just
need to know what
feels
happened
like
with this company.
I feel like it's one of those things that is like misleading, but anyone with their right mind could look at it and go, uh-huh, COO, really?
Yeah,
And not put them in the VP position
at Meta.
at Meta. Like,
Maybe she was
I'm
really,
still convinced
really
she's a
good.
DEI hire.
I don't know, man. Maybe she was like really, really, really good. Maybe she's super talented at marketing.
Maybe.
Because that's what these. Well, I don't know. COO. That's chief of operations, though.
I mean, this is what that Porch Group looks like, by the way. So, I mean, they've been up and down over the years.
It's currently trading at $8, so
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't understand the stock market still.
I guess that's good. I mean, compared to what it was, right?
Well, it just started in 2013.
So
she was one of the founding members of that.
Yeah, seems to be that way. But yeah, I mean, it's been higher in the past.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty much everything has at this point.
But I mean,
we're
you can
getting
see
back to where we were.
Really low, and then it came back up. So it's been.
Oh, is that today, or is that?
Wait, is that today?
Is that all time?
Yes, that is just one day. Shit.
What? What is going on with this?
That's a lot of dips. Let's go all. They're negative. Okay, that makes more sense now. Negative 17.7%. So I guess
so she left
here is where the startup actually happened, and we went up and up and up.
Wait! This company started in 2013.
Yeah.
This is 2021 that you're looking at. 2020.
Well, no, back here is 20. This is as far as it will go. So
it won't do all time.
Yeah, that is all time. It won't show me anything further.
Well, then maybe that's not this company then, because this company that she was at was from 13 to 14.
Yeah, this is a Porch Group.
but the years.
Yeah, I know. It may not have been publicly traded back then.
Maybe.
I mean, according to this Porch Group, let's see. Does this say anything about Porch Group? Help start and build a company, led product engineering. Doesn't really say anything about it.
But I mean, none of that screams gamer to me, or that
No,
I'm
it
passionate
isn't.
about games and
A
storytelling.
Virgo software insurance platform for your home. Porch enables home professionals to find and improve their businesses through, but yeah, that's the same thing. This company operates in a home-related product services and industry. Yeah, it's the same group, same company. Anyway, no, that doesn't scream game. Then it's CEO of Instacart, board member of whatever the fuck this is, which I'm sure is another startup. Right? U.S. based Fortune 150 tech company listed in the New York. What do they do? Technology listed. Okay. The products retails, restaurant delivery, video streaming. Okay.
That is very vague. That is the most vague thing I've ever seen.
You know, sometimes I wonder if these startup companies just aren't real things.
It doesn't seem very real, does
Like
it?
they're just a thing that somebody funnels money into, and then
Yeah.
they're there, but they don't really do anything.
Yeah, it's like a shell almost.
Yeah, like almost like a shell. Like
Yeah.
nobody would do something like that, right? In a shell company or something like. Anyway, so we were a board member at Home Depot. Now we're the CEO of Xbox. It's like, guys.
Look, I'm not exactly sure what it takes to be a CEO of a video.
Not much.
But I would feel that you would have something somewhere in your resume that would indicate that you are interested in things that are not just all engineering or silicon or marketing of some sort. I mean, there's really nothing here to say I should be in charge of Xbox. I mean, maybe if she was head of like sales at Xbox, but I've learned that salespeople do not make amazing CEOs because they tend to overpromise and underdeliver.
Oh, she was the president of Core AI Products from 2024 to 2026 at Microsoft, right?
Led the product portfolio for AI models, apps, responsible.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she's also the board member at Home Depot, because why not?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take a lot
What
of
do you
your
to be a board member?
Usually a
stock?
buy-in of some
Is that
sort.
It's like buy some stock or something?
I think so. It just depends, but usually you own part of this company or something. You have you have shares or something. You have to have a lot of money.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't think there's such a thing as a poor board member.
Money to own parts of Home Depot. Damn. Yeah. Anyway. And now she's the CEO of Xbox.
Look, I don't know. I just don't have a whole lot of confidence. Her two of her favorite games aren't in history. Over 40s and 1 week on one game. Says Halo is one of her favorites. Doesn't name the game. Yeah.
Also doesn't put any time into Halo while she's at it.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the thing. If you ask somebody which he's like, oh, what's your favorite game? Nobody says Halo. Everybody says Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Infinite. Well, nobody says Infinite, but anyway.
Nobody says Infinite. Yeah, Infinite
nobody says that.
People say Infinite, they never clearly played the previous Halo games.
Yeah, I know. And I haven't even played it, and I know that. Oh man. Yeah, it's just look, if you're not a gamer, then just say so. Like that's the thing. You can say, look, I love marketing things and I want to make this company better or something like that. Like don't lie to us though. I think that's the thing that's just the worst.
It's like we know she's not a gamer.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we know it and they know that we know it, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, look, I'm really good at marketing, I'm really good at doing this, here's my credentials, I think I can bring us into the future, I'm looking, for what the gamers want and stuff like that. Like, I'm here to listen to you guys. And, say something like that
Yeah,
would have
and,
went
and
over
also
so
unlike
much better as it's like, okay, we get it, you're not Phil Spencer, you don't know games like he did, but maybe,
yeah, well,
um
also I'm going to stay in the lane that I know and that I love. I want to hire people who are passionate about games to be in charge of those games.
yeah,
I'm in marketing to where I know whether or not something is going to resonate with audiences because that is my thing where I read audiences and then I read what the product is and I see if that's a good fit. But
yeah,
I am not a creator. I want to hire those people that will create it. And like I have the nose for sniffing out the BS and that kind of thing. You could make an argument even if you're not a gamer.
yeah.
Pretending to be one though is the
It's
worst thing to do.
yeah. Instead, we went with the whole "How do you do, my fellow gamers?"
Yeah.
Went that route, and I was like, "Why? Like, we're gonna sniff that out? Like, no, what you? This is the thing that when the group came into our space and got all upset about
Yeah.
because it's like, and I hate it when these gamers start asking me questions, this, that, and the other. And it's like, yeah, we're trying to figure out if you're real or not. I'm sorry if that pisses you off. Answer the damn question, honey. Because there are posers out there. There's plenty of them out there who
Yeah.
pretend to be
Posters and
gamers, and
tourists.
they're like, oh yeah, I absolutely love Halo and all this other stuff. And you start talking Halo, and then it's very clear that they have no idea what you're talking about. you
Yeah,
know?
I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I know the bare bones of this game. And I mean, but the thing is that if I was hired to do something with Halo, I would say, look, I know games that I like and I want to listen to people who have made Halo great. I understand how story works though, but 0% Halo
So
Infinite.
let's.
Sad
Oh yeah.
faces.
So
Sad.
in order to prove that she's a fellow gamer, right? She showed
Uh,
off her gamer tag. Like, she told everybody what her gamer tag was. On top of that, she
mm,
apparently likes to when she messages or does anything on like X and stuff. It's clear she's never been on there before.
mm,
Just with the way that she responds to things sometimes, because she'll put her like name or something at the end of it,
that's
which is very
hilarious.
corporate. That's a corporate email
It is
thing.
very, it's
And it's
very,
like, you're not on your corporate email.
it is
You don't have to
acceptable.
do that every single time.
The only time that is acceptable on social media is if you are the president of the United States after saying thank you for your attention to this matter. Otherwise, no, you're not allowed to do that. You don't sign off your tweets like
But anyway,
uh,
let's take a look at what she's got here. So people were able to go look at her gamer tag, because one of the greatest things about when you do that is you can go look the stuff. And apparently she put 42 hours in the ball pit, by the way, which is an indie game that people absolutely love.
mhm.
Um, which isn't one that we got around to playing, but everybody absolutely loved this game. I don't think she put 40 some hours into it. Somebody else put 40 some hours into it for her, maybe, but she sure as hell did.
Well, isn't that kind of like the equivalent of like a phone game though?
So I don't know. Everybody loved Ball Pit. Like, it was just one of those indie games that everybody loved and everybody was playing for a hot minute.
I have to look this up now.
I
Continue
don't
talking.
know anything about it though, other than it kept coming up in everybody's must play for this year kind of thing. But yeah, you got Ball Pit, Fallout 76, Microsoft Wordment.
I mean, it's in everybody's must playlist. You mean like Balatro? I mean, that doesn't mean anything to me.
That is true. That is true. You'll see, Balatro I had looked up. I haven't looked up Ball Pit. She played a lot of Minecraft, by the way, apparently.
Hmm.
Microsoft Solitary. Minecraft. Listen. Not only was she playing Minecraft for Windows, which means she was playing it on her PC, by the way.
Hmm.
She was also playing Minecraft for the iOS.
Mm,
So she was playing it on her iPad, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a game I could play on my phone. I'm
That's
not even
good.
saying it's bad. I'm just saying this isn't like this.
That's it.
It's. I'm sorry, you're heading up Xbox. You know, this isn't an indie studio sort of thing. Like this is a.
Well, she's playing walking simulators.
It's
Apparently,
like aggressive Pong.
she
You know.
logged into DayZ, so she got an achievement for logging in. Whatever Townscape. She's got some Hollow Knight in there. Listen,
No,
get some
that's
Hollow
like I
Knight.
started it and I maybe got to the intro.
Apparently Madden NFL because yeah, okay. Red Dead Redemption, the finals, Control, Diablo 4, Vampire Survival, Go Home base game, What Remains of Edith Finch, which of course is another one of those Firewatch, 100%ed Firewatch, by the way, which is a walking simulator that only lasts about 2 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah, that game. I remember
See,
when that game
these
came
are
out.
like the things that she's actually played are
Nope.
like girl games.
There's Minecraft. Didn't touch the Xbox version of Minecraft, apparently. We can't touch that. We played Minecraft for Windows, Minecraft for the iOS, not actually the Bedrock edition on the console.
Played
Quake,
enough Hogwarts to
City
basically design her
Skylines.
character. Hmm?
City Skylines.
But look at the percentage on these games, though. Like
Oh no! Why'd you go up? Why'd you go up? Go back down. Down here at the very bottom, it's being cut off by my face.
Halo Master Chief Collection.
It's Halo Master Chief Collection. 35 achievements, by the way. 4% done.
How many achievements are in this game?
The Master Chief Collection probably has a lot because it's got every Halo game in it.
I mean, if that's only 4%,
Yeah. I mean, that's not even
20, that'd be what?
fully one game's worth of achievements.
That'd be like 600 and something trophies. Well, over that.
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure there's quite a bit there. But no, this is the other thing, right? When you go and you actually look at her stats, Control last played 4 weeks ago. Diablo 4 last played 1 month ago. Hogwarts Legacy 1 month ago. Quake 1 month ago.
Oh no.
Minecraft 1 month ago. Skylines 1 month ago.
You know what this looks like?
3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. She hasn't played a single one of these games.
Dude, you know what this looks like though, right? This looks like when someone first gets like their Steam account and they go and they start buying a bunch of games that they're never
Mhm.
going to get around to playing. This is what happens when you get a new account. Girls be shopping, dude. We shop,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, that's all it is. Like they've bought these games or they've been given these games, whatever. They've put it on the account, and at some point, she also said that she shared her account with her family, right?
Oh, well,
So
that
they
was
could play it. That's where you get somebody almost, doing all that time in ball pit, and it not being her, because it's not her; it's somebody else. It was somebody else in her family who did it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
she did not put 42 hours into it. I
and that's the
guarantee.
thing. Ball Pit in and of itself is like an indie sort of game. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very it's I don't know if I'd say it's niche, but it's not what you go to Xbox to play. I had a game that I played that was kind of like that. It was like something about like a ball, ball breaker or something like
What is
that. That
Ball
sounds
Pit?
terrible. Anyway, but you basically, fire a ball at an angle and it breaks all the bricks and everything like that. It's fine. And then it
Because I
has all
want to
these
actually know
extra.
what ball pit is, because I've not actually seen it.
Yeah, so you have these.
Breakout. It's an
Yeah.
advanced version of it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Balatro, which was like a very advanced version of cards. This is
I
that.
like Breakout though.
Yeah, this
We
is
have
like
to
Angry Pong.
integrate it with Balatro. Anyway,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
no, yeah, I can see how that kept everybody's attention for a month.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, she did not put 40 hours into that game. There's no way she did that. It was her kid. Now that we've established she's actually old.
That is highly possible.
Yeah, that's way more possible than you telling me she did it. I mean, look, we saw we saw the amount of time or how we saw it 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, a month ago, a month ago. It's like, honey, you haven't touched shit. Your kid didn't. How many kids do you have? Probably all three of them did it.
Yeah, I just
Especially if you're
I think
sharing
that
a thing.
her better route would have been to say, I've played a couple of games in my life, if she has, only if she has, but I want to make great gaming. I don't know if you want to say great again because that industry, but I want to empower people who have stories to tell. I want to empower people who want to make great games. I have respect for people who do these things. And what my magical superpower is being able to tell if this is a good match for the market. So it's reading who these games are for and then making sure that we give them the appropriate thing. Like you can have a great game, but it could have no market. In that case, good luck with you and your indie game. If you have a good market but your game is crap, well then again, good luck with you and your indie game. But that's where I come in. That's where I shine. There are lots of gamers out there, but there's not everybody can empower the gamer spirit, and that's what I want to do. Like that kind of stuff, whatever nonsense marketers say, use that instead of trying to pretend that you're one of us, because you're not. I'm barely one of us, and I play way more games than you. I mean,
Yeah, and the sad part is I guarantee she didn't even make that choice. How much you
no.
want to make it back? Microsoft made that choice too. They were like, okay, so here's the deal. Right now, there's people yelling at us because you're not a gamer. We're going to make you a gamer. So here's the thing. We've gone ahead. We've made up this thing for you. It's now your new gamer tag. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to do that. You're going to log in. You're going to go find some things, maybe play a few. And, this way we can say you're one of them. And that's probably how it all went down. It's just like, got it.
Well, the thing is, though, if she's a marketer, she should know better than that.
You would think that.
I do.
Uh, but we saw her entire thing here,
Yeah.
which is 2 years of marketing, and then 4 years as a CEO.
Oh.
Sorry, COO. Yeah, and then product and engineering, COO again, board member, president. She hasn't actually done marketing in a long time.
Yeah.
So maybe if this was maybe back, 15 years ago, she would know better, but she's been high
Well,
level COOs the entire damn time. Or
well,
presidents of something.
well, when you read what those things are, though, they're still kind of like in the person to person sort of relationship stuff.
Yeah.
So it's possible, that she was still dealing with, that relational part of sales. In which case it would be again, look, lean to your strengths and don't lie to us. That's kind of what we are. We're not super hung up on your titles and all that jazz, whatever. Give us good thing. We're gamers, we're different. We're a different breed, okay? We're not interested in your fancy titles and your very you're very color coordinated, business casual. We really just want good games, good stories, and things that are not overpriced for the market. Like literally, like know who you're selling to, and just sell us what we want. We have money. We will hand it to you if you give us what we want.
It's like,
Go
just
on,
treat us right and we'll give you all our money. That's all
yeah,
that matters. Instead, you've got people out here calling us cave trolls saying we'll buy anything and then going, where'd they go?
yeah.
They're supposed to buy anything because we slapped an RPG on the side of it. Anyway. So this.
Okay, so I've never played this game. I don't know what this is. I'm
Okay,
confused.
so this is Portal. In Portal, it is nothing but a puzzle game from start
Okay.
to finish. Okay? You're given a portal gun. This gun shoots 2 portals with 2 different buttons. A red one, or an orange one, I guess, and a blue one.
Mm-hmm.
and they connect like a wormhole.
Okay.
Okay. So if you put a portal here and then
Mhm.
put a portal over here, if you
Yeah.
walk through this one, you'll pop out this one.
Yeah.
So the puzzles are really I mean, they're not always really simple, but they're a variation of here's a platform you're standing on. You need to get across this pit. You portal here, portal there, and boom, you're across the pit.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have this guy here. Like this yeah.
I said this thing. I was like, I don't understand what this mechanic is, but it seems
Okay,
that
because
he's
I'm
doing
sure
it
this
wrong.
guy is a good candidate to be a journalist for gaming.
I'm like 5.
Like I partially don't want to believe this is real. I feel like this has got to be a bit. Has to be a bit.
I don't
Has
know.
to be.
Pink headphones say that this could
This
be real.
game makes no sense, bro.
But yeah.
Okay, how I'm bro. I just keep going in circles. Wait, how come my portal's over?
So you can clearly see that's a different
Wait,
color
what?
portal.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm an idiot. This is the same portal. Wait. Oh, I think I'm starting to understand how this game works. Wait, am I?
Like, I wasn't even sure what the objective was. I was like, what is he trying
Okay,
to
I'm
do?
not gonna lie. I might have just.
See, I'm pretty sure it's been a very long time since I played this game because I can't remember which one's the exit and which one
Maybe
isn't.
go to where the arrow is.
You're supposed to go through this door.
Mm-hmm.
But chances are he came from the other side too, right?
Yeah.
So he's already halfway done with this puzzle, which is why I'm like, half of me is going, there's no way this is real. This has got to be a bit. There's no way he's made him like. Maybe I'm just not remembering how the game works because it's been a very long time since I played this game. Very long time. It's an old game. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. It has plenty of good jokes and everything else in it because Gladys is trying to kill you the entire damn time.
Who?
Gladys.
Bro, I don't know anything about this game. Who is Gladys?
Okay, Gladys is the computer who's controlling the tests that you're going through.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
So, portal Gladys quotes. We'll go with that for a second. Why not? That should be good. Portal 2, Best of Gladys. Sure, why not? This is Portal 2.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh.
Hmm?
Oh. No, wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings. Please get it off, thanks.
All right, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons.
Oh, I like this guy.
I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Burning people. He says what we're all thinking.
But anyway, let's see.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it. The Enrichment Center regrets...
Let's see.
Here come the test results. You are a horrible person.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds. I guess you are listening.
Gladys calls you fat.
Dude, this
They
is
don't do jokes like that anymore.
that is a passive aggressive AI. Oh my goodness.
She is. She's great. I love Gladys. Anyway.
Someone did some real thinking there. That's great. That's some wonderful writing.
But yeah, they just don't make them like they used to.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
a game this guy
100%
is
lost. Okay,
essentially
can I stop going in circles, please?
I don't. Yeah, I kept watching this. I was like, what is he
What?
trying to do?
Like, he just has to go across the chasm.
Yeah, that's what it
Point
looks
at the
like.
wall over there. Shoot
This
it.
game actually makes no sense, bro.
That's got to be a lie, then. Like, if there's another part, that's got to be a lie.
I don't know. I feel like that's got to be a bit, but also at the same time, that is like the best, allegory for the modern audience that I think I've ever seen in my life.
It is.
Like that's them right there in a nutshell. Like, I mean, we've seen at least 2 game journalists playing the game and saw how they played, so we know.
Really? No.
That's how that works. And they got really upset when we all were trying to push them to upload their raw footage.
Yes, they were so
And
mad.
they were so pissed. You can't do that. That's like impossible. It's like, no, it's not. It's like IGN just has to make a new YouTube account, right?
Yeah.
And they call it IGN Raw Review or something like that. Like, you don't even have to review it on it. It's just they upload your raw footage because they use your footage in the review that they cut down in the 15-minute review that they make, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So we know you have it on hand. It's not like it's real hard to get those people who do that sort of thing, who cut it all down, to just upload the raw footage after the review goes live. So then people who want to check out the raw footage can go check out the raw footage and see how well you actually play. This way they have an idea of whether or not you should be reviewing games of that type or not. Because if you're playing like the guy we saw play Cuphead or the guy who played Doom that one time, neither one of them should ever review games like that ever again.
Or you can review them, but only for very young children.
But anyway. Apparently, Valve, a video game developer, has made billions of dollars by letting children and adults legally gamble for a chance to win valuable virtual prizes.
Are they whining about loot boxes again?
Yes. Those features are addictive and harmful, specifically CSGO. That's why I'm suing to stop Valve's unlawful conduct and protect New Yorkers.
Oh, this is Letitia James. Ugh. Ugh.
Yes. Somebody who should be put in the box by now.
No, I'm like, dude, shouldn't she be like fighting to stay out of a box? Like,
should be.
Man.
Anyway, so Counter-Strike is an M-rated game. Yeah. If there's a minor playing it, it's the parents' fucking fault.
Yeah.
As you can see, I got upset about that.
Yeah.
Me. I say a lot of sentence enhancers when I get triggered.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. Inspired by the ADL or Rothschild law. So, yeah. Valve also just recently won a lawsuit from the Rothschilds and their patent trolling.
Mhm.
Because apparently they hold patents for how games or something can be distributed somehow. Which, again, I think a lot of that stuff should not be allowed to be patented. But, it's a crazy world we live in, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, Nintendo won some of their lawsuits, so whatever.
Yeah, no, seriously. Anyway, so they had worked a deal out with them decades ago where they own all these patents and they're allowed to use them as long as they pay money to use it, right?
Mhm.
And they do that. So then apparently I guess they made a shell company who also has access to that patent, and then that company sued Valve for using their patent when they've already paid to use these patents. So it was a patent troll from the Rothschilds shell company, right? And they just recently won it. So, and then as soon as they win that, Letitia James files a lawsuit about children and loot boxes.
Okay, so this just sounds like, because aren't they dealing with something also over in the UK?
So, I don't remember.
Remember,
There's something else going on too. I just can't.
Yeah,
remember
and
what it is
the
right
Epic
now.
CEO was like, "This is
Oh,
a very
yeah, that's
good
right.
lawsuit."
That's
Yeah.
right. That's the $950 or $50 million lawsuit from the UK.
Yeah, so the thing is that it seems like somebody's got it out for Valve. I don't know what pizza
I mean-
parlor they have pissed off, but there is clearly something going on.
Well, see, Valve exists, and they just do good because they exist, and everybody is upset that Valve exists,
It seems
doing
so
nothing and doing good.
crazy. That's just yeah. I don't even.
I didn't even know you were in here. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't?
Do I?
I said you didn't know?
Nope, had no clue. You were just really quiet.
No, I've been in here.
Anyway, it's important to note that Valve's promotes promotion of games that glorify violence and guns help to fuel the dangerous epidemic of gun violence. Oh yeah, we have to throw that in there too.
Tired. Just
Particularly among young gamers who can't become or who can become numbered to who can become numbed to grave violence before their brains are fully developed. Look, you might as well tell us that black children in the Bronx can't figure out how a computer works. Like, seriously.
They did tell us that.
That feels like that's what you're trying to tell us at this point.
I think that is what they were trying to tell us.
But we've done this whole promotes violence bullshit over and over again. We've been fighting that fight since like the fucking 90s when the Republicans were freaking doing it. What makes you think you're going to get away with it?
No idea. Just
But yeah, it's like if you're going to play an M-rated game,
mhm.
you should look at the parents at that point and ask, why are they playing an M-rated game? Because I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in the past where I let my kids play Doom. That is a very M-rated game. But at the same time, they can play GTA 5 supervised and just driving around town murdering citizens, and that's about it. I won't let them do the missions and other stuff. But, aside from that, it's you as a parent to make sure that they're not playing an M-rated game. And if they are, you're supervising it, I guess, to an extent.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That is the entire thing with the with being a parent. You are responsible for raising the human. So I just.
But yeah,
I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of them trying to bubble wrap the world.
Yeah, it's like video game loot bad, but tangible blind boxes for kids in New York State.
Lotto equals good. Yeah, I mean,
kids lotto, like what?
Yeah, we used to have those kind of things when we read Archie comics and stuff. Man, I am dating myself, but I mean, hey. Okay, we didn't have money for like the X-Men comics or anything like that. But once in a while, you could get a double digest from like, Ralph.
Fair enough. Oh.
But this I don't know, man. I'm not particularly conspiratorial. I'm probably at this point I'd be considered moderate on the conspiracy train, but this seems there are a lot of people that are coming after Valve at the exact same time. It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it's a coordinated effort, but also at the same time, it's like I get it, right? So you've got alleging that loot boxes in Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2, and Dota constitute gambling. Why, yes, Pirate Nation, it absolutely is gambling, and anybody to say otherwise is a fucking moron at this point. However, that is also not a reason to go after Valve and claim that they're somehow endangering kids.
Yeah.
But yes, I would really, really love to make loot boxes gambling like it should be. And labeled as such and regulated as such in gaming. So maybe we could, I don't know, stop selling the same game every year like FIFA does and then you having to pay thousands of dollars just to build a fucking team to play the damn game. But anyway.
Yeah,
Gabe will win again. Let's sit there and do nothing and win.
All I do is win, no matter what. Good times.
Yeah. It's like I will never concede the whole that they're not loot boxes isn't gambling, because it absolutely is. I will agree that is absolutely gambling in my book.
Okay, so the thing is that I think that they're like different types of gambling, I guess you could say, because if that's the case, like anything where you're not assured a specific, if it's not an outright, one-to-one purchase, this is the thing that I am buying, then it's going to be gambling. Like, I mean, in that case, you could say that, putting your money into those crane machines at the arcade could be a sort of gambling. But I mean, you're going to get something, as opposed to gambling and, I don't know, Vegas, where you get literally nothing. Me personally, I freaking hate loot boxes. I hate RNG. Anything that requires like the RNG mechanic pisses me off, because I have no luck to speak of. I don't believe in luck, and luck does not believe in me. So I don't get anything from these things. But yeah, if we allow, I mean, we're just kind of, we're kind of like, this is a bored society kind of question at this point to me. Like, oh, loot boxes, and you don't really know specifically what you're going to get. Okay. I mean, that's rolling the dice. I mean, when you used to get your Happy Meal or something like that, you were always hoping for a specific one of those toys. There were some toys that were absolute butt, and sometimes that's the one that you got. And oh well, when you got cereal boxes and they used to have a prize inside. I don't know if they still do that, because I don't know if they still do that. But yeah, you were always hoping for a specific one of those prizes, and that wasn't considered to be gambling per se, even though I guess you could say it was a gamble as to what you could come out with. So it's not the same kind of gambling, which is what we're thinking of when we're thinking of losing all of your money at Vegas at the blackjack table. It's not.
No, you just lose all your money trying to get some kind of character. That's all.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say the same thing for all of those other benign versions that we did when we were kids. Like with the McDonald's Happy Meal, like with the cereal box toys. Get them all. They would urge you to do that. Sometimes you got more than one of the exact same booty character. We did all the time, which is why.
Yeah, well, I'm still behind the whole loot boxes are gambling. It just is. And I wish they would do more for it.
Well, no more than any of those other examples that I gave. And if we're going to say that that's gambling, fine. That's fine. I guess we're just kind of like broadening that definition a little bit. But sure. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just have to disagree.
I'm saying it's
like I don't treat like the McDonald's toys or anything as gambling. It's like,
why not?
The X amount of toys, the McDonald's only has one toy in stock at any given time. You're not really gambling.
Aren't you?
If you want to, you can ask, what toy do you have? You're going to know ahead of time. And then you can decide on whether or not you can. Like, I've done that personally in the past. And it's like, if I'm looking for something specific for the kids or something, I'm like, hey, do you guys have X in? No, we don't. It's like, okay, never mind then. Instead of buying the thing and looking in it and not finding it, like, I don't consider that gambling at all, because you can just straight up ask them, "Do you have X in?"
Well,
and they'll tell you, and they're right up there or around here. They're all in a box, kind of up at the front anyway, so it's not like they have to go looking for them or anything. They just have to look down.
Well, so you're saying that you could sidestep it, therefore it's not gambling.
So. Well, yeah, because you're not really gambling on what you're getting. You can see what you got, what they've got in there, and
But you're sidestepping the mechanic and asking the person who doesn't have to tell you. They could tell you, they don't have to though. But
that's true too.
But yeah, and it's the same thing, like I said, with the whole thing with the cereal boxes, when they tell you, collect all 5 or 7 or whatever of these little toys that they have in your cereal box, and you'd be like, mommy, get me this cereal because I really want this toy.
And then mommy can buy it, and mommy can participate in all that. But that's also still different, because mommy's buying that.
Yeah,
Daddy's buying that.
Mommy's
It-
buying Pokemon
it-
cards
it's not
too.
like where some of these things like Genshin Impact, they have, the loot boxes or whatnot where you're rolling and you may or may not get the character. And, the kid could be putting money into there.
It's still
And supervised. And that's again, also a parent thing too. But
Yeah.
also the reason why I want them to be labeled as gambling is
Mhm.
because I want them on the box. Like, you see where this thing, like, I don't know why this is sitting on my desk, but you see where this tells me it's rated E, and then it gives me reasons why it's rated E. Mild cartoon violence. That's it. Right? Rated E. I want this to tell me it's rated M, gambling mechanics. Or, gambling in there. So you actually know as a parent, oh, there's a mechanic in here where I can give real money and get something out of it. That's all I want.
Would you rate it M?
Well, yeah, because gambling's 17 plus.
Yeah, see, I think that's where my problem is, because there's different types of quote unquote gambling or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it would be different if it was simulated gambling, right? Like in this version, the game corner I don't think exists in this game. Okay, the game corner was in the original version of this game, which had simulated gambling. Essentially, it was just what is it called, where you pull the lever and the thing matches, and that's what it was. And there were Pokemon there, and you had to like get so many coins, you can exchange them for Pokemon items, stuff like that. And it had simulated gambling, but you didn't put any real money in it.
Yeah.
So it'd be one thing if it was rated E for everyone and said mild child violence or mild child violence. Mild, cartoon violence.
If it's child violence,
All right. Mild cartoon violence and simulated gambling. That would be one thing. But if it has an actual, you give real life money to get digital good, it should be rated M, gambling. Or something that tells you that gambling is in this game. Like, you can gamble real money for it. That's what I want. That doesn't affect the game in any way outside of its ESB or ESRB rating, right? And it empowers parents to look at something and go, maybe you shouldn't have that. Or it maybe, lets them know they should monitor their kids while playing it. Instead of giving them the credit card and letting them go wild or something when, Timmy Two Toes comes up and says, Daddy, can I borrow your card real quick for this thing in the game?
Well,
and then the next thing you know, there's $1,000 charge on it.
Like, the answer to that should always be what for specifically. And
yeah, I mean, it should be, but let's face it. I'm trying to cover all bases that doesn't, to help prevent that kind of thing from even happening to begin with.
Because the thing is that, I mean, I don't like the aggressive nature of distorting language, I guess we could say. I mean, it's technically true, but not what we perceive that to mean. It's just not the same as what we've rated as a 17 plus activity or 18 plus activity in the country as gambling, and that.
But it is. That's the thing. You put in money in it, you're not guaranteed a good value out of it. You can open 15 loot boxes and get the same common gear 15 times.
Well, yeah.
There are certain laws in different countries now where they have to put like the rate of something can drop, right? To try and combat that, because again, you also have other companies, especially the Asian companies, are really bad at this, where they'll change those odds. They'll be running a promotion for something, and then suddenly, you won't know it in the background, but there's no way for you to ever get the thing they're advertising on the banner. And since they don't have to display the odds to you, you never actually know that.
Yeah,
you're just wasting money to waste money at that point, never getting the thing, and nobody can get it. I think NetEase is who it was who got sued for it, and they
Mhm.
lost that lawsuit.
Well, that's good. I mean, if they say that you
I
can
mean,
win something, if they say
so-
that you can win, if they say that you can win something, you have to be able to win it. But
Yeah,
like,
that's
I mean,
pretty
kind
much
of like
what it
with
came
buying
down
those
to.
those stupid basketball cards, baseball cards, Pokemon cards. At this point, that I mean, we had those in the '90s. We've had those time immemorial where you run the risk of getting something that's cool or something that's not so cool. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
I don't think it's quite to the same level as what we are trying to protect the younglings from when it comes to betting all of your money and losing your home on poker. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, I
that's
agree
why
with
they
that
do it.
too.
That's why
I,
they restrict it.
I agree with that too, which is why it's such a hard thing to broach.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh well, does that mean if because Magic the Gathering has an app and Yu-Gi-Oh has a gap, and I think Pokemon also has an app, right? Like where you can play the card game digitally. Well, then that just means that those card packs now, or it's like no, but also at the same time, by that technical definition, yes, at the same time, which means you go to the store, you got to be 17 plus to buy a Magic pack. It's like, really? You
Yeah,
have
that's
to
what I'm
be?
saying.
And it's like, well,
That can be.
no, but we know what these loot boxes are. We've talked about from Blizzard to NetEase to whoever have done everything in their power to make it a gambling addicted process. We need to do something about it. We really do. And it's further than just, it's got to be the parents or something. Something does need to be done about that legally, I think.
I think that's a parent question. Like if your kids dumping all of their money into packs of cards at the grocery store or packs of or loot boxes in X game, same difference.
But at the same time, it's different. You give your kid $10 allowance, he goes blows it on a couple of Pokemon packs.
Mm-hmm.
So be it. That's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's different than you buy a game, it's got gambling in it because it has these loot boxes in it. And you don't know about it, and then your kid gets a taste of it, and then he wants more, and then he wants more, and you're okay with it. You're like, oh yeah, sure, here's $5. Go ahead and throw the card in there. Yeah, you can get $5. Yeah, you can get $5. You don't really know what you're getting into. It. The parent doesn't know what they're getting into. The kid doesn't understand it. Next thing you know, you're $3,000 in debt. It's happened, and there's just no bumper there. Nothing to say. Hold on.
That's
and
kind of.
I think there should be a bumper.
Yeah, that's called a parent.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think there should be a bumper beyond the parent on this one particular thing. I'm sorry, it really does. Like I don't have this problem where my kid is spending $1,000 on Fortnite or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I do keep an eye on all this stuff, and I don't let them go crazy or anything like that. But also at the same time, this is gambling. This is straight up gambling. Like. It'd be different if it was done like Fortnite. Like you can have another debate about, in-game currencies and all this other stuff. Like, well, if you spend $5, that's actually 1,000 diamonds, and then you can spend 1,200 diamonds on these particular things. But we can talk about that some other time.
Mm-hmm.
It's different than if you buy this box, you might get this thing, versus if you spend $5, you can get this thing.
Well, yeah,
like,
I know.
That's what I would rather have is the Fortnite formula of here. If you put $5 in it, you get this amount of diamonds. You use the diamond to purchase the thing. Versus here's a box that you may not get the thing, and we're not going to tell you. We're not going to give you, what the percentage is. In fact, for all we know, maybe it doesn't actually exist in the box.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I understand the difference between a straight out purchase and the chance to win. I hate chances to win things. They annoy me greatly. I don't like these kinds of things. I want to know what I'm purchasing. I want the things. So I hate loot boxes of all kinds. But when it comes to getting the government involved, that's where I have kind of like I get great amounts of pause in that. Is it
Well,
worth
this-
sending someone to jail over, or or using the government gun, because that's all the government is. It's force.
This is one of those rare things where I'm okay with using the government to make it happen, and I think it should be. But that's just me. So
It is. It's gonna be a you thing. This would be a moment where you and Chad would have been going at it, and I would be sitting here like this. So
no, actually, I think he's actually in agreement with me on this one because we both hate loot boxes that much.
yeah, but he hated the government so much.
Like I hate loot boxes with a passion. I absolutely do, and I can very much. It's one of those things where they do rate. It'd be great if they regulate it, and they want to put like a thing in there for trading cards
Hmm.
or something, and then list what a trading card is. Right? Go into hyper specific details, so this way it doesn't affect things like Pokemon cards at the Walmart or at the Food City or the gas station or wherever it is. Right?
Well, I think that my question is then, how is it
Loot
different?
boxes on CS:GO.
But how is it different?
So,
Except for the fact that one is digital and the other one is not. How is it different?
Yeah. So
Just the digital nature of it.
you know what? Yeah, pretty much. It's the fact that it is digital and it's accessible just like that. And the fact that they promote these sort of things, they give you things to get into the ecosystem, and then they continue to promote that ecosystem. If it wasn't for the fact that these companies were so scummy with it, it wouldn't be a problem, right? But it's one of those things. I feel like they've done enough to where they've promoted this kind of stuff and to trap people into this suck them into this sort of thing, that it's kind of, it's their fault that we have to go this route. It'd be one thing if they had them, they weren't promoted, they weren't like every time you hit the pause button, there wasn't a thing that slid up and it's like golden, whatever slider, diamond, triple diamond loot boxes are available now.
Yeah.
And they weren't advertising it 15 ways to Sunday and this, that, and the other, and all this other stuff. It'd be one thing if that was the case. Like with Path of Exile, for the longest time, I didn't even know that they had a battle pass. Turns out they have a battle pass. They just they never advertise it. You can go find it.
So would you be okay with the compromise of they have to note on the box that there is that there are in-app purchases and advertisements in the game?
No. It would have to say gambling because it is.
But it's no more gambling than the other things I've said already.
But it is. Like, if it said gamble, because it already says in-app purchases. I don't know if this thing has it. But no, like, that already
and
exists.
Advertisements.
Like, that already exists as a tagline on games because this way they don't have to put gambling on it. It doesn't sound as bad when you say, but it's in-app purchases. You don't have to participate in it. And so every time you turn around, there's another ad for, hey, have you opened your Gladys box or whatever?
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that, like, I know people who have actually lost substantial amounts of money on giving their kids money for Fortnite skins or giving them kids money for Roblox. We're talking, what did it make it to the thousands? I don't remember, but it was a lot to where I was like, are you insane? What just happened? And the thing is that it wasn't for loot boxes. It was for specific things. In-app purchases are just in-app purchases. If they have advertisements in the game that are encouraging you to buy things, and I think that's a problem in and of itself.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's also a problem, yes, but
so that's why I'm just like, okay, what actually is the problem? Is it the chance mechanic that's there, and we have to, and I just, if it says gambling on it, I guess I feel like we're
I think if it has loot boxes, it should say it's got gambling in it, and it should be rated as such.
See, that's too aggressive, I think. But we're probably just gonna like keep circling this wagon.
Yeah, probably. And I think it's one of those rare occasions where the PEGI system, I think, actually would. Because I think they hit Balatro. Somebody hit Balatro with a new rating because of its simulated gambling. And I think simulated gambling should not be rated at the same rate as actual gambling. So, if you've got a slot machine in your game, it shouldn't be rated mature or anything because it's simulated, unless you're having to put real money into that slot machine. But yeah, anyway.
Well, oh, you're looking at me. I was like, okay. So I was like, anyway. I was like, well, talk, man.
Resident Evil here.
Well, no. So basically, it's not even about Resident Evil, which I was watching somebody play it, and I was like, this game has no chill. I don't like it. The new one looks fantastic.
I haven't had a chance to look at it.
I hate it. It's terrifying. I was so scared. I was like, it is daylight outside. It is bright daylight here in sunny California, and I am sad and scared with my cat. So like, I'm not even playing and I'm scared. I'm like, no, dude, no. But yeah, so yeah, this is basically just pointing out the hypocrisy and why we hate the journalists.
That's because they only have women writing articles over there. That's all.
Well, not only that, but I think that it's kind of pointing to why the gaming industry has had such a hit and it's just indicative of yet another way in which games are being catered. They're trying to change who the audience of games is. They're trying to make the games for girls and not for boys. They're making all of the girls ugly, like as you see on the left hand side where that looks like a dude, man. That just looks like a dude in blue, like the overlay right there. That looks like a dude with a wig, as opposed to what it
does actually.
Huh?
It does.
Yes.
I have no idea who that's supposed to be, but holy shit.
That is an impressive jawline right there. I mean, my gosh, that thing could break rocks.
She's got a jaw that could cut a piece of glass with.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous.
I know, right?
Damn.
Ooh, I mean, that is something to aspire to right there. And then on the right-hand side, Leon has definitely still got it, as Resident Evil Requiem fans are already going feral over his biceps. What the smack, y'all? Seriously? How does a grown-up write that sentence? Like, just ew. But two, I mean, that's just showing that they're trying to cater to girls. They're doing the same thing that Star Wars did, where they're trying to put off their male fans and get the female fans. Yes, exactly that. They're just trying to cater to the girls, and I don't know if it's because they despise the male audience, or if it's because they're like, well, we already have the boys on lock, so we're trying to get the girls in too. In that case, why not just make everybody attractive, you know?
I don't know. But I mean, that's what WoW's been doing too. They've catered to the female audience, and they've gone from like an MMO that was catering to 18 plus million people to 1 million. So,
Yeah.
And half of them are now women. So, if that's the audience you want, you lose money in the process.
Yeah. But this is what happens when you despise your own audience, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I remember why this is here. Okay, so I saw this, right?
Yeah.
Funny, since the paid off reviews tend to sound like AI since they all say the same thing. We are finally now into the point of AI where we already know that the reviews are all going to say the same thing anyway, because the same journalists keep writing the reviews. But now we've gotten to the point where people think they're AI.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, they're probably not AI, but they're all probably still written by the same fucktards who wrote them last time, who all sound the exact same, because they take whoever put the first one out and then copy paste the damn thing.
Yeah, it's basically, maybe it was an AI, but it might as well be. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it... No, you know what? Because the AI would have done better. Yeah. Listen, I am like convinced at this point that if the AI started writing the reviews would actually make sense a bit more.
And I think that's something that makes me so sad, because of the fact that we're going to wind up welcoming our robot overlords because our humans are doing such a bad job of everything.
Yeah, it's like the English VAs. It's like every time they do something stupid, they're advocating for the AI to take their job.
And
we're
for us
just
to
like,
cheer it
we're
on.
waiting for that moment for Amazon or somebody to get the shoe out of their ass to figure out how to properly do it for it to happen, so we can be like, yes, finally, we can have some good translations instead of the shit that makes no sense. Like, I saw something the other day, and I couldn't remember what it was, because we had recently talked about something where it made 0 sense. I forgot which game it was, but it was that one sentence where they changed that last word or something on it, and it made absolutely 0 sense in that context then, because it made no sense for them to even change the word that way.
Yeah.
And somebody was all upset about something about people and AIs, and they don't do that. And it's like, dude, they fucking do this shit all the damn time. What are you talking about? They're like advocating for AI to take their jobs at this point. There are examples absolutely everywhere.
Yeah. They make us tired.
I made people upset with this one, so I liked all their comments.
But
so I took the guy's I took the very first paragraph of his review, copied and pasted it, and then changed the name to the female protagonist that they added to the game, and changed all the he's to she's. And some people got very upset with it. Not many, but some did. In fact, not a whole lot of people saw it because of what it was attached to. I guess nobody really looked at much, but...
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah. So I went ahead and I took it, and I copied and pasted, and some people got very upset with me, so I like their shit. That's why not. But I played through Resident Evil Requiem twice now, and when you're playing through a game a second time with little distance between both playthroughs, you gotta take in the little moments to keep yourself from getting bored by something you just saw. For me, that meant having Grace Ascot, the new protagonist, on low health so I could hear all her pained grunting sounds she makes as she struggles to make her way through the environment. For reasons, of course.
That dude actually wrote that?
The guy actually wrote that. Let's bring it up.
Oh.
I'm not kidding.
Person. Ew.
Let's see. Wait, is this the review? This might not be the review. This is not the review.
Oh, maybe that one's updated though.
They replace humans with a... No. Is that? Shit. Don't tell me they... let's see. What's it? Kotaku?
Yeah.
Oh. I remember where I found it last time. Evil Requiem. Here it is. Oh, I believe it's this one here. Because it's the Leon S. Kennedy. I'm on PrEP. And for those who don't know, that is apparently an anti-HIV drug to prevent you from getting it, because I guess the writer's gay.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, he's Kenneth. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here we go. I played through Resident Evil Requiem twice now. And when you're playing through a game a second time with little distance between both playthroughs, you got to take in the little moments to keep yourself from getting bored by something you just saw. For me, that meant having Leon Kennedy on low health so I could hear all the pained grunting sounds he makes as he struggles to make his way through the environment for reasons. He literally wrote that as his first paragraph.
I'm trying so hard not to hate these people.
I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? That is how we're going to open up this review? Really?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Narrator
I just
says he was
paste it,
watching.
looked up to see who the new protagonist was because I knew they had added a woman as a
Yeah.
protagonist. So I looked up who that was, just changed everything to her real quick, reposted it to see people get mad at it. Because I knew somebody would.
That's so. It's ugh. It's so. Ugh.
But yeah. So
They don't actually wonder why we don't like them, right?
I don't know because they sit there and they listen, they constantly tell us how we can't have hot girls in games and other media because apparently we're not allowed to goon to them or something, while they continuously goon to the male characters all the damn time.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how that mindset goes about. It's like, how can you, with a straight face, do any of that?
Oh, it's called hypocrisy.
I mean, I get it, but like, where is it? Like, right here. Like, guys, it's in your face. Can we not even pretend like it's not?
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
They get too many accolades for being disgusting.
Pulitzer, whatever prize, whatever that word is. I can't think of what it is. Pulitzer surprises. That journalist accolade.
Oh, the Pulitzer?
Yeah, that thing.
Wow. Wow, that was what was happening. I was like, what? Is he having a stroke?
I'm having a stroke, guys.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That was great.
Anyway, that's what it is. They get too many accolades like that, and then they think they're hot shit, and they're over here writing, articles about Leon's biceps while talking about how Ada Wong is too sexualized.
Yeah, because it's all about their preference. It's not about any sort of consistency or thinking of other people. It's funny, the people who are probably the most likely to tell you how empathetic they are tend to not understand anybody else's point of view, like Evar.
Well, see, it's their horny is safe horny, while our horny is not. So
yes, exactly, absolutely, darling.
Oh my goodness, these people are insufferable.
They are. They're the worstest.
Anyway, so less than 20 staff remain at Highguard.
C'est la vie.
Yeah, Tencent has also pulled their funding from the studio, apparently, according to reports. Highguard, Steam charts. What you doing today? Oh, that's not good. Highguard has a 24-hour peak of 500 now.
Wait a minute. How does it have an all-time peak of 15,000? I thought it was way higher than that.
It was. It's like 92 or 93. Steam charts. SteamDB picked it up immediately. Steam charts didn't start tracking them until after the initial wave.
Oh, okay.
So, which is why I have been using that, because this looks more like what I had figured would happen if they had stealth dropped it.
Yeah.
Because they kept saying, it was like, if you guys just hadn't known about it, we would be doing better and all this other stuff. It's like, no, because this looks more like if you had stealth dropped it.
Yeah.
Versus if you hadn't.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure where they got the 15 from either, because it was sitting at 12 something for the longest time, and then somewhere it shot up, which I guess I assumed it was when they did that one update. It was supposed to, I guess, fix the game or something. And it didn't really fix the game, so.
I know. It's sad. You're like, oh, dudes, you should have beta tested.
Yeah, you should have beta tested, guys.
Marathon learned.
But yeah, let's see. SteamDB here should have, it was 97. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I mean, their 24-hour peak is below 1,000 now. It's over, guys.
Yeah, it's
it's just over. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is that also it's become a meme. So, like I said, I don't think that a niche game being put forth above what it would have otherwise done was necessarily the best idea. just because like nobody wants to be the person who's playing High Guard and saying it's okay or it's saying that it's fun.
Guys, listen to me. High Guard is amazing. I'm just saying. I played it the other day. This is top tier gaming right here.
It's so sad. I feel bad for them. Like they didn't do anything technically wrong, you know?
No, they didn't. It's just they did all the wrong things.
They should have had they totally should have had a they totally should have had a word. I swear I can use them. A beta test. They needed to go they needed to go through testing. Just like
what's funny, I find it hilarious that they were blaming Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
For their downfall. And it's like, guys, listen. I know that the second he mentioned your name, every one of you guys were jazz handsing away or whatever it is that you do these days.
Yeah.
To each other, you know, so you didn't trigger anybody.
Yeah.
Thinking it was the best thing since sliced bread because, oh my gosh, you're in the Game Awards, you're the last trailer, hype is real. Oh my goodness. Oh, you were squilling. Guarantee every one of y'all were doing that. And then you saw the chat. It was like, what? What do they mean Concord 2.0? I don't understand. And then you went silent after all of that, which was the second worst thing you could do.
I still so okay, so I think the way I think of it is like this. I think of it like if you so I sing, but I'm okay. I'm decent. I'm, you know, I'm not, I don't feel like a fraud on stage when I sing. But if somebody was going to announce me and they're like, you're going to hear the most wonderful voice you've ever heard, I'd be like, no, you need to manage those expectations, my dude. Like, because then no matter what I do, I'm not going to live up to that expectation because I am not the greatest singer that ever lived. I'm okay. I'm decent. I'm not embarrassing. All right. So like, that's the thing though. So now if everybody's expectations are like super high, or they're like, this person is absolutely not the best singer in the world, and they're just going to be pissed at you for no reason. Like I remember I was at a concert once with Joan Jett and Heart, and I was sitting with my husband's cousin, who is like he loves rock. He loves classic rock. And Joan Jett's manager, you know, I love rock and roll, that chick. She was out there, she was performing, and her manager came out and said some nice words about her. And he said, you know, the queen of rock and roll, Joan Jett. And my cousin was so pissed. He was just mad, and he was just hating on Joan Jett for the rest of her set. And I was like, she's fine. She did fine. But see, the thing is that he put her on a pedestal that was too high, and this guy felt like he had to knock her down. And there is that sense no matter what. And I'm just like, High Guard was put on a pedestal that was way too high. Like that's like Okami 2 kind of stuff. And even then I'm just like, I don't know, bro, you know, something that people were
I never understood that. It's what? Like, you know, people like Jeff Keighley in the middle of the awards, he does that with everything.
What? Overhyped.
Like everything is going to be put onto some kind of pedestal when he is announcing it, and then you're going to go into a trailer and you're going to be like, well, this is shit.
Yeah.
It's like, then you've got people out there, like you were saying, it's like you have to bring them down because they're put too high on a pedestal. It's like, I don't get that. It's like, how does anybody think that is a reflection at all?
Yeah. It's such a
because that's their job. Like anytime you got somebody whose sole purpose is to do that, that's what they do it. Like in everything that I've ever seen, that's just how it works. That's the job of that person, is to hype it all up.
Yeah.
Whether it's hypeable or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame Jeff Keighley for doing his job.
I don't blame him, but I'm just like, this is what happened and why.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Now the thing is that if once they saw that, it was because the thing is, if I got introduced like that and I had to go out immediately, I would be mortified. But if somebody introduced me like that and I had like a couple of months to practice, I would try to find a way to put my best foot forward. I would call in people to be like, hey, let me know if this sounds good. I would beta test it. I would run it past people because I'm like, there are going to be some people who are expecting the world, and there are going to be some people who are just waiting to hate me. And both of those people, one of them I want to meet their expectations, and the other ones I want to make them go, all right, maybe not so bad, not the best, but okay, it's not that bad. Like I would want to prove I have something to prove now.
Like they had time to try and make this
They did.
go
So
really
they weren't
bad
helped, but
to
they certainly they
somewhat acceptable.
yeah, they did not do themselves any favors.
They didn't do any of it.
No, that was
They did nothing.
That was so stupid.
Anyway, so Concord 2.0 is on its way out.
Yeah.
It's on life support, as it's been since like the second week.
I don't know, man. I don't know about what's going to happen with what is it? Marathon. People are calling it Concord 3. I don't think it's going to die as hard and as fast as Concord.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to either. Not with those numbers that we were looking at earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know people keep wanting to call it Concord 3, but that was one of the ones I can't really get behind as Concord because, you know, it looks interesting in a way. And I know, like, the pinks and the neons is not a good color scheme.
No, it's ugly.
But it's got that Legion feel to it. Or Legion, that Purge feel to it. And there are a lot of people who are attracted to that Purge feel.
Hey, if they like it, that's perfectly fine.
And, yeah. And those numbers aren't anything to not scoff at, but I guess that at that point it just depends on whether or not Bungie thinks that was good or not. Right? For Bungie, I would say that's probably good. Maybe. Let's see. Destiny.
For Bungie and an open beta, I think it's bad.
Is it?
I think it's not great. It's Bungie. It's a game. They're going to be charging for this game, or is it going to be free?
I think it's free to play. This is Bungie numbers, right? For Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And it was good enough to run it for years.
Mm-hmm.
On Steam here, you know, that's an all-time peak at 316? Mm-hmm. And it's done about half that. Marathon has. Just for the stress test.
Yeah, but the thing is that people are interested in it right now. It's the hot new thing from big studio that hasn't put anything out except, you know, Destiny 2, which they have admittedly just kind of like kept, like whenever they put out a new expansion, people jump in again. But when it's like the lull, like it is right now, until new stuff comes up, you're just going to get a lot of like, meh. But I mean, I stopped playing it. What is it? The pirate season. So I've missed the last like couple of years of this game. That was the way that it was back in the day, back when I played, before they went all stupid.
Let's see.
Oh no, it's gone. But the thing is that when does their seasons start out like they're like at every 3-month intervals, right?
Okay, well that's what I don't know. I was about to ask you. It's like when do they normally have a thing? Because
it's like
it looks like it jumps up like every so many months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll have like a different season of the Drifter, season of the this, season of the that, season of the which.
Here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they have like what, a season a year or something?
Halfway
through the year.
I think they were when I was playing they were quarterly, so it was once every 3 months.
Okay, well it doesn't look like that now.
No, not so much.
So that was Jan 30th, and then over here December 1st, I guess, was another season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'd say this is, if they can make Marathon do this, I guess they'll probably be good enough for Bungie.
I don't know if they would do that though. The story.
If it was Activision, on the other hand, it'd probably be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't meet expectations at those numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just thinking of how much money Destiny probably put into this game. I mean, Bungie put into this game, as well as
Like it looks like it hit its peak back in 2023.
23. What was happening in that year? No, we weren't playing it then, so I don't know. Oh, that might have been the final shape, which was supposed to be kind of like the end of the Lightfall series.
Yeah.
But
everybody tuned in for the last thing.
yeah,
And
but
then
the
they
thing is
kept
that like
waiting it
yeah,
out.
they freaking brought back Cade. Everyone was like, "What?" So yeah, we had questions. I wanted to know what happened, but I was like, "Yeah, but I hate you, so no." So but yeah, I mean, it looks like the thing is that with Destiny, you had like characters that you were like that you loved. Like I said, like the Forsaken saga, which is considered to be like peak Destiny storytelling, where they killed off like the best character in the game. And then you were supposed to be like avenging his murder and everything. Like that, like you had a reason to play. It's not just I love the gameplay. This is for Cade, homie. Like we're putting bullets in all of your faces. You know, it was like that kind of thing. We were mad. Like it was like, no, you killed Cade. You don't get to live. You don't get to smile with your stupid lesbian haircut, sir. Like it was Elder who did it, so we were mad at him. Anyway, just moving on. But yeah, so that's the thing. There's story there, there's deep lore there, and all of that jazz. There's really not that in Marathon. It seems more niche than that, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This
Marathon has lore. It just depends on if they tap into it or not.
But the thing is that it's just lore that you just have to just know. It's not in game. You're not playing through a story. You're not contributing.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's why I said they have to tap into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be there for all we know. It's just
from what
it's not
I've
out yet.
seen of the gameplay and the quote unquote story, it doesn't seem so because you never progress anywhere, any way, shape, or form. That's not how extraction shooters work, is it?
I have no idea. I don't play extraction shooters.
It's just
the extraction shooter came out after I played FPSs for the longest time, so I don't know how they even function properly. People like them.
Kind of like you're a bounty hunter, you know, but you're going up against other bounty hunters who are willing to shoot you in the face to take your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're there to collect stuff and then get out, right?
Yeah, so
but
that's
other
not
people will shoot you in the face for your shit. So
yeah, so I mean,
well, you got to stick it in your prison pocket if you want to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, you know, a lot of these games aren't really my thing. I play more narrative stories, you know. I mean, not even narrative heavy stories, but there is a story, you know. But someone to whom I can say, take that personally, please.
It's clear that they need a replacement for Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And this is probably...
Or they could have just made Destiny 2 good, but, you know, that's too much.
That too, but they're going to funnel, I'm sure, things into Marathon. And if they can keep themselves in, you know... in a similar position where Destiny had been for the longest time, which seems to be around 100,000, and sort of rubber banding between that and like 20,000 and back up.
Yep.
Now, if they can keep doing that, I'd say if that was enough to keep the lights on at Bungie this whole time, it's probably going to be enough to keep the lights on still.
I think
unlike other companies where they would just cancel this in 2 days.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm still
their stress test had good numbers, which is a far cry better from the other games. So, I mean, Concord did more in their beta than they did their actual launch.
Yeah.
So, and then...
Well, I mean, how many people who were ragging on Marathon would then, you know, log in to see if it's actually a good game? Or to see if they could rag on it more and milk that for content.
I guess it would depend on if it was a bad game or not.
But yeah, I mean, all the people are going to log in to see.
Well, yeah, I mean, they may log in to see, but they also have to deal with, you know, Arc Raiders. So, and that other thing, what is it, Escape from Tarkov or something? Which is the first extraction shooter. I mean, they're not doing Arc Raider numbers right now,
Oof, no.
which is, holding on to a good 50% of its audience practically. Whereas, how long has this thing been going? It's been a few months now, hasn't it? Yeah, since December, I guess.
Somebody put up a funny meme. I'm going to put it in our private chat.
Okay.
I was watching somebody playing the new Resident Evil. The new Resident Evil, and this is precisely what it was like. It was like a lull. Anyway, but yeah, I was letting you know I put it up there. But
apparently, when you copied the RE9 in there, it doesn't bring up anything.
What?
I did it wrong. I went to highlight the
oh, there you go. Yeah.
the HTML code.
HTML code.
Yeah. And where you had put RE9 in front of it, I copied that too. So then it tried to search for RE9 HTTPS.
Oh, God.
And it was bringing me back results and said, this looks like an X link. Maybe you should try taking out the. And I was like, thanks. Thanks, AI. Playing as Grace, playing as Leon. All right.
You can probably turn the sound off.
Oh.
That's just from what was it, Kingsman? Yeah. But yeah, no, seriously, playing as Grace, you're just sitting there in perpetual fear. Like the whole time I was like, lady, shh. She was like, well, she's just walking down the halls and everything. It's just, oh my god,
oh, so was that was a Resident Evil game? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I think I remembered seeing something about or some kind of trailer, and the chick was like running away from something or something. The whole time she was just terrified.
Yes, she was having a very bad
hallways, and I guess I didn't realize that was the new Resident Evil game.
Yes. I was like, oh, okay, so we're doing gender roles, are we? Okay.
Yes, we are.
Oh.
You're locked in here with me. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh yeah, speaking of which, comedy is back. Did you see the trailer for the new Scary Movie?
I did.
Yeah.
I saw the bootleg version that somebody.
Oh yeah, I linked it in the Discord from Facebook because I ran across it. It was a bootleg version. So I guess they don't have it out. I didn't look, but I was just like, "Yeah, comedy's coming back. They're making fun of everything, aren't they?"
Yeah, I was like, "Well, look at you guys going for things. Good on you."
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've had that kind of jokes come into play anywhere.
Yeah, into the irreverent. I was like, okay.
Oh, anyway, that's it. We're done for the night.
All right.
I mean, we are so beyond the time we normally would be.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you doing this week?
I am doing that. I am playing. Let's see, what is it? On Meg Live. Go to channels.
Bloop.
Meg Live.
There we go.
Yes, on this channel, I am playing Wind Waker, and I'm having. It's such a chill game. It's so fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah, we are currently. We actually did. Shut up, dude.
One day I'm gonna play it.
I solved the puzzles. I did the fire the first fire temple and saved a dragon. So you leave me alone. Yeah, so I'm having a good time with that. And let's see. Yeah, I'd saved this. Well, I'd sent this. This girl said that she needed help to get to the shrine, and I'm like, okay, but there's like a dragon on top of the thing, and he's kind of going berserk. And so she's like, help me get up there so that I can go to a shrine. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to go visit the dragon. And I'm like, that's not what you said. What are you doing, girl? So now I'm just sitting here like, well, I have to go save her. Like, what the heck, man? So, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so Wind Waker doesn't look. I've been kind of watching. Wind Waker's not as bad as I
no,
remember it these
no, it's
days.
delightful. It's a delightful
It's
game.
kind of delightful, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I mean,
so
I'm still gonna say it's my least favorite, but still.
um, story wise, it's not as dark as the other ones, especially not if you're coming right off of Twilight Princess, which I might wind up playing next. But it's not as dark. It's got more charm and whimsy happening in it, but it's still actually a very good story. And yeah, because in this one, the Kingdom of Hyrule actually this isn't Hyrule. Hyrule is
Ooh,
actually
almond
fallen.
flowers.
Yeah, so that
You just drop that in the water. You did.
I'm trying to blow up this stupid rock. And so apparently I'm like, oh, so you can't let it hit the ground. You have to time it. So yeah. So, it's Zelda. So they always have puzzles to try and make you think and do timing and stuff. It's great. So anyway, I'm going to be playing that on Thursday.
Listen, if you were a games journalist, you'd continue to throw it in the water and then say it was trash. Then you'd take a point away from it about bomb flowers and water.
Well, the next part, actually, I did have this trouble throwing a bomb. I was like, okay, so this is something that they actually fixed in Skyward Sword, where they gave you the arc that the bomb would follow. Because in this game, they don't give you that. And you're just like hoping to get lucky. So, and this part right here, you see that there are these two cups up there with the statues, and you're supposed to throw the bomb into it. I think I was going to go check something else. I was like, wait, let me go check something else just in case, because I'm that person. I play distracted gaming, okay, guys? Don't play to watch me like straight up past this. I have things to know. I must talk to all of the people and find out the things. So you're going to get the lore, not the deepest of lore. I'm going to do like the boring stuff. Well, boring. I'm going to do the silly stuff off stream, like all of the diving for treasure and stuff like that, which you can do, and I love it so much. It's like fishing. But yeah, so but yeah, that's what I'm doing, and it's pretty fun. So yeah, I really like it. So yeah, Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. My little avatar thing is there. I love that. I was very proud of me for making it. Anyway,
That was actually pretty cool. I want to see it again. Look at it. That's actually really neat.
thank you. Yeah, I made so when on Steam weekend, President's Day weekend, they had sales. So of course I had to go shopping because girls be shopping, and they had this app called Emote Lab that they were selling, and you could make your own emotes. And I was like, I guess that's what I'm doing this weekend. So that's what I did that weekend. They give you these automatic emotes that you can make, but you just change some of their settings, or you could customize it. So again, that's what I did that weekend. I basically remade every sprite that they had so that I could make my own little character. So yeah, it was fun. And yeah, so I was able to make that thing and make my own little emotes that I put in the chat. So if you guys join, you can leave little Meg emotes. If you subscribe, you can call me stupid. So I was like, okay, all right.
Oh, Marathon is going to be sold for $40.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh,
That's
I was
why.
not expecting that.
Yeah, that's why so
Anyway.
many people are going to be are playing this weekend. They want to see if it's worth $40.
What the fuck is this? That's an adult game. Okay. Steam. I thought I turned that off. What the fuck?
You can't protect from everything, Zio.
No, I can't. That's straight up an adult game. Did I have to turn that off for something at some point? Is that what happened?
So what are you doing this weekend, old man Zio?
Anyway, Emotes Lab, you said.
Mhm.
Neat. Look at this, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, if you could see that and you see my little character, you can tell exactly how much I modded my character.
Awesome. I like that.
It's super cool. It's super cool. I loves it.
That's early access software.
Mhm.
Neat. I mean, it's not even that expensive to begin with. It's like $9.
Yeah.
That actually looks pretty neat. I might check that out sometime soon.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And if you want help like customizing it or something like that, like you can like draw your own sprites and put it in there. This part drove me nuts. This was like 2 minutes of my life and I was pissed off. So
Flowers
because they don't show an arc that you're of the trajectory of your bomb. So
yeah, you're supposed to just figure it out.
Well, it's not like I can change the tensile strength of his arm. And the thing is, if you throw it from the side, that it doesn't go far enough, like that.
No, you gotta jump the thing and then look at it.
But the thing is, if you're on that, it goes too far. So what I actually had to do was literally just, and you can't even like bank it off of the guy to make it hit. I remembered actually that I had problems with that when I played this game the first time. I'm trying to get closer. I'm just like, what do you do?
I just heard Mario for a second in my head. Anyway, what am I doing? Monday we should be streaming Mega Man Legends. Yeah.
Are you asking me? Because I don't know.
No, we should be.
Okay.
I didn't stream anything Wednesday because I came home, I ate, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, where's Theo? I feel lied to.
Yeah, I totally lied to everybody because I was planning to stream that night, which was going to be Mega Man Legends. But because I worked 12 hours in the mines, I just came home and I was just done. I was out. I was dead. So if you want to prevent me from working 12 hours in the mines, what you should do is like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and share it out with people. Because the more of you there are, the more likely I can monetize everything, and then I don't have to work 12 hours in the mines, and my kids can see me.
Save Theo from the mines, people.
Save me from the mines and allow me to buy my kids a laptop or something. Buy a PC. Which is funny. I didn't realize that you could buy PCs from Amazon.
You didn't?
I never thought to look up a PC on Amazon before until today when I accidentally they came up on my thing when I was checking something on Amazon.
And everything that I buy, I look up first on the internet, especially Amazon.
No, it's not looking it up on the internet. I mean, just on Amazon itself. Like, I thought I would have to go to like Best Buy or Walmart or something like that, or a specialty PC shops, one of those PC places or something. But no, you can just go to Amazon and look up PCs, and it sells them, get it to you in a couple of days.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I didn't realize that.
I've bought, dude. What are you? Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Amazon.com.
Yeah, you can buy everything on the Amazon.
Listen, I buy everything else on Amazon. It was
you could buy a dog on Amazon. Like,
don't make me look it up. But yeah, like one of these had popped up or something, and I looked at it and was like, wait, I can buy PCs off of Amazon. Why have I not even thought about looking them up before on Amazon? Like, I buy everything else through Amazon, right? Like, I bought RAM through Amazon. I bought an SSD. Everything else I buy is through Amazon. Why did I never thought I could just buy a completed tower custom PC through Amazon?
I have no idea.
Never even thought about it. Yeah, it was just one of those things that wowed me today. It's just like, yeah, I don't know how I've never even noticed it. Look, I get everything from there at this point. If I could, I would never leave the house again.
So, you don't really have
things
to.
where you like and subscribe and share out this to people, so I don't have to ever leave the house again.
Make Zio's dream come true, people.
Jeez, make my dreams come true. Anyway, yep, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, cool. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next week at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're converting things.
I am converting things.
You're converting things into your native time zone, right?
Yes, that's right. The world centers around me. So.
Yes, that sounds about right. Somewhere along the lines, isn't it going to be like daylight savings time again, or the loss of
Why
it?
haven't they made up their minds on that? It's
Like
so
we're going back to normal time soon, I think.
Well, the thing is, though, aren't we on normal time right now? This is normal time. Yeah, we're on standard time right now.
No, this is the daylight savings time, isn't it?
No, we're on standard. We're gonna
I
go
like
to
the
daylight
other
savings
time. I like the time. I like the other time. The time we were before now. Things were. There was more light in the day.
Yeah, I don't have hard feelings about anything other than make it stop changing. I mean, there are merits to each. It's fine, whatever. Just pick something for the love of all that is
Pick
holy.
one and stick with it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
pick one.
That would be nice.
30 minutes each way. I don't care. Just pick something. I
Somebody's
don't
cage
care.
is getting roasted. You better hurry up.
No, I'm not on fire in this one yet. Like there's
Not
another
yet.
tavern in this game where you catch fire, I think. But it's not this one. It's
You know what?
not
You should do
this
the
one.
water temple.
Water temple. Man. You know what? I played Ocarina of Time, and I don't remember it being quite as it actually wasn't as difficult as I thought it was. But that was again years ago, so I'm gonna have to try it again.
Well, that's the thing. When we get older and go back and play some of these things, sometimes they're just not as hard as they used to be.
Yeah, I'm like, dang, either I was like really stupid or I've just gotten much better. I'm gonna go with that. I've gotten
I am
better
so
with my-
glad you didn't go because I would have already done run at the edge and jumped.
Oh, dude, if you hear the commentary, I was sitting there getting my bearings and thinking about life, and that thing just happened to blow up right in my face. I was like, oh my gosh, that was so scary.
Oh, so you were actually planning to do the same, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, oh
No,
yeah,
I
it's
just-
time to go. But it was just like doom de doom doom doom.
I'm
Oh my
sitting here
gosh.
looking at it. It's like, yeah, run across, jump that. That should be no problem. And then the fire came up. It's like, oh gosh, I would have looked like an idiot. I would have died.
See, this is the good part about taking your time and looking at your surroundings, Sir Zio.
That's right. I just balls to the wall, go straight. Just hold W. Anyway, all right, we're gone. Adios.
right.
See
Later,
y'all
guys.
next week.
Bye.